we're starting now, and we're live. It should be up now. There we go. All right. We're actually kind of on time this week, which is good. Because last week, I know we were like super duper late. But anyway, everybody, welcome back to the Slice of Shonen podcast, episode 16. I am your host on the boat, Sailor. And this week, we got a lot to talk about. We got a whole lot. We got a full week of chapters once again. It's a very fun time over here. Very good vibes. But of course, I am not alone. I have assembled La Squadra once again. You know the drill by now. I have the Cookin' Taco. I have the Crocodile. I have the Silver. I have... Oh, hold on. Let me take off my glasses. Let me clean them real quick. Oh, that is the Sky Cadet 13 with admin privileges this time, guys. This is a new man. This is a new man in the Discord server. This man's going crazy. This man's crazy.
Now hold on, I'm not trying to carry around those.
Hold on.
Don't do this to me.
My man, guys, he's got Discord kittens now. I'm proud of him. We got.
Aren't you so happy with this title, Sky?
Oh, man. Take it away from me.
We have the me. Hey, how's it going? And then we have the Zedith Annie manga, of course, whose link is down in the description, and you subscribe to him like right now if you're not. But were you saying something, Silver? I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you there, buddy.
Oh no, I was just curious. Like, when the heck did he get admin privileges?
Oh, this is a recent development, bro.
Yeah.
Oh god,
that's literally it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, he wasn't given them. He just took them for himself. He was just like, you know what? I think it's about time.
I think it's about time I win. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You're right. We should get into this. This is not the reason why we're not here to talk about admin privileges. Chapters this week. Before we get into that, hold on. Rewind back. Is there anything you guys want to say to chat before we get started, or any introductions here?
I got a lot to say about the chapters today.
Shit. All right, so let's just slide on through here. We may as well start off with the hottest one, Clover. How we feeling about it this week?
All right.
Okay, I actually just finished reading that chapter myself, and like, holy shit, I was not expecting that.
I know, right? Mid Clover.
What do you mean? According to Twitter, it was obvious. What do you mean?
Okay, well, I mean, we don't really follow Twitter that much here. I mean,
that's true.
Or
true,
at least I don't
and
follow
that's
Twitter.
true.
This
Yeah.
man said we.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
maybe you
don't follow
don't.
Twitter that much.
I mean, hey, that's not a bad thing either. So, you know, I respect
I
it.
just want to get my whole thing out there, okay?
Okay, he's
Alright.
putting his dick on the
Lay it
table.
on the table.
Yeah,
All right.
just gotta assert one's opinions here.
Okay.
This is overall a good chapter. I don't think I'm gonna meet a whole lot of debate there, a whole lot of resistance on that end.
Right.
So, but it's like it's such a weird twist because it's like it is good, but there are so many ways in which it is good that are just being overblown.
Oh, wait.
Like, oh, it
Hold on,
fixes
chat.
this, and this, and this, and it's like, no, it's a good twist. It does a few things very well. It's a good direction for the story. I'm excited to see where it goes. It does not make the previous arc good all of a sudden.
Yes,
Because-
I am in the same boat.
Well, it's like the whole thing. Like I saw this whole thing where it was the panel of Julius coming back, and it was just like, you're not allowed to complain about this anymore. It's like, well, then you just
Ew.
didn't get what the problem was with that. If you're saying that, because the whole
Ew.
problem was that Julius came back right before an arc that was all about saving one of the main characters' lives. So it killed tension, and tension isn't something that can be fixed retroactively. It's something that's happening in the moment as you
Exactly.
experience the arc. So that doesn't fix that. That doesn't change the
Yeah.
fundamental issue with that. The only thing this twist does is make things better moving forward. It doesn't fix anything.
That's what I was thinking too, because I mean, in that regard, let's just take Julius coming back, for example. The reason why everybody was so upset about that was because of what it meant in that moment. It wasn't because of some far off twist where, you know, we sacrifice a villain who's got over 100 chapters of build up for a villain who's got one anyway. So it was in that moment, because in that arc, in the elf arc, what Julius' death represented, like Julius was meant to be seen as like this hope, this light for the Clover Kingdom, and how it was very important for him, like when he died, it was very important to keep that hope alive. That's why you had that panel of him, like as he's dying, you have Asta saying the exact same thing he's saying. So yes, the Wizard King has fallen, and this very inspirational, this very great man has passed, but it's important to not give up that hope. It's important to not fall into that cycle of hatred once again, because once that starts, we're just gonna go to the same fucking thing over and over and over again. It's a cycle for a reason, and that's sort of the thing that Julius himself felt too, because Julius was so intent on getting to the top to make his ideals, like to make sure his ideals were the right ones. He was so intent to get there that he stepped over everybody, and he even admits, like, I made a lot more enemies than I did friends. And so in that moment, you have Asta, who's very who makes his intentions very well known, saying like, no, I want it to be a land where everybody can come together. And it could be in this moment, Asta could like beat up Raya, but he's like, no, I want to hear what he has to say. I want to talk to him. And that was what that moment was so important. So long story short, the light is gone, but it's important to not give up hope, because that light can still emerge even brighter within somebody else or even a group of people. That was the reason why when Julius was brought back, it was like, okay, well, what the fuck? Like even Yami said, like, nigga, I almost cried for you. Like, what the fuck? Like, that was a whole thing there. So I'm in the same camp where it's like, yes, I do believe that this is a solid twist, but I don't think this solves any of my issues with the last arc, really. I mean, like, now that I know that the characters had plot armor for a reason, that doesn't change the fact that they had, like, ridiculous plot armor, and it doesn't make me go back to that arc and sit through chapters and just be like, oh, this is so much better now because I know that Lucius was in control. Like, no, I still had to sit through and read through that, and it still was not a very good time. Now I know for sure that the tension is gone. I mean, like, I'm interested to see what Tabata does for sure, but in terms of fixing the past, nah. I still give the spade a 4.
That fucking theory, because that was the theory that was blowing up on Twitter. All the Black Clover fans were saying like, oh, like the clock theory, like now it makes sense. Like, Lucius,
yeah, we even brought it up in passing
time
on the podcast like once.
Yeah, like Lucius was rewinding time every time like one of the, you know, captains or people, like one of the main characters died. So they didn't die, and that's why Lucifero was like getting frustrated because he couldn't kill them. And it's like that explains why they beat him. And I hate that, because ultimately it means that they still just powered up to beat him. Yeah. Because Lucius rewinding time doesn't make Lucifero weaker. No. It's still, all it means is that it gave the main characters enough time that they had time to power up, I guess.
Yeah, that's a very good way to put it.
What happened? Like, that's still just what happened. That's
nothing really changed. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't like. It's not a good explanation, and if it is the explanation, it still doesn't fix the problems with that fight.
It's very telling that that is just a thing that happens in Fairy Tail.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
In case you didn't miss it, when it happens in Fairy Tail, it doesn't fucking matter either.
And also, it was kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's like everybody like lives for 1 second, but it's like, oh, then what? Fucking they keep losing until they just inexplicably fairy tale.
They keep losing until they win. Yeah.
All right,
rewinding a timeline where you get defeated doesn't mean you're automatically going to win the next timeline.
Yeah.
No.
It just means you're going to keep losing over and over again. Like, if you're this outmatched, if you're this outpowered, you're just going to keep getting your ass kicked.
We're a bunch of people who play Elden Ring. We know.
I feel like it's gonna be used to hype up Lucifero too, because you know I feel like it's going to be just like, oh, Lucifero killed them like 100 times before they even stood a chance or something. It's like, bro, he's already gone. I don't care.
Yeah, there's like a half of him in the underworld. They beat the other half. He's not threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is interesting because we were talking about how
No.
Lucifer. It's like, well, Lucifer isn't a threat because it's like, oh, well, the other half of my powers in the underworld. It's like, well, we already beat one.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
that
just the
isn't gonna
same
matter.
50%. It's just
And
the
look
same
at that.
50% that I'd have to beat again. Yeah.
Yeah, Tabata circumvented that by just not making him a villain.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, because I
He did-
do. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying he did it. That's
Now I don't want to like.
I'm not writing the villain.
I don't know. I don't want to go so balls to the wall negative about it because it's like overall this is a good chapter
No,
Like, I'm
I
interested-
feel that.
because it's like on the other hand, this has the potential to be really cool because right now he just took out the Lucius just took out the one person that was suspecting him. As far as all is concerned, no one is aware. As long as Lucius doesn't fucking reveal himself like soon,
Alright.
this is really good because now there's actual tension in the story because it's not about a character's imminent death because there's no tension there. It's
Mhm.
about like what is he going to do while he's incognito? What is
Exactly.
Alright, listen,
will they
listen.
find out? That's
It's like-
actually interesting.
It's like the bomb
You
under the
said-
table scenario where it's like, okay,
Mhm.
we know the bomb's under the table now. Now it's like, all right, fuck. Now we just gotta wait when it's gonna go off.
Yeah, you said two things that I do agree with. It was a good chapter. I don't want to be overly negative about it. I will admit, like, it was a decent chapter. However, he says something, and it's just like Black Clover has always had the potential to be cool. All right, it's always had the potential to be great, and then it skews whatever it has in its palms, and it just throws it in dirt. All right.
Look, I'm not gonna
Well-
pretend I love how it's handled a lot of its ideas. I'm just gonna go into this with hope that
It
he
has-
Yeah.
executes this
Yes.
properly.
It has
I
the
just
potential
wanted
to be
to-
cool again. Yeah.
I just wanted to properly explain myself because if I came up here and I was just like, yeah, this chapter is cool, but, and then people would just, I mean, people still probably think I'm a hater.
Exactly.
But like, I
Well,
still
yeah.
wanted to like properly explain myself, just how I'm feeling, because I feel so weird about this, Like, it's so obvious. Like, I mean, like, as we brought up earlier, Twitter with the theories and how they were correct. It's so obvious that Tabata planned this from the start. It's so obvious. But to me, like, when I was reading it, I was like, damn, this feels like this wasn't supposed to happen. Like, this feels like this came out of nowhere, but like in a different way. Like I said, again, chat, obviously this is not the case. Tabata planned all of this out, but it was just like, oh, like it's like sort of like in response to everything that's going on. It's just like, okay, well, actually, Julius is the villain now, and Julius has what worked last time with Patry. Oh, he has a split personality, and he's like the Wizard King, and he's like a super strong guy, and he was in control of all of this, and it's just like, oh. All right. Again, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously, this was planned out. Obviously. I am not saying that this was like rushed. It just felt that way when I read it, Like that's why I say it's weird.
It was planned out, but not really that well foreshadowed.
I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
think
not
that's-
the foreshadowing.
think
one.
you're- yeah.
But I think the issue
She was
is
3-shadowed.
that you have the whole idea of, Julius is this actually acting and is this mastermind villain and is super evil and all the shit with the whole Lucius thing. And that on its own is done very well.
Mm-hmm.
You also have the plot point where Julius, you mentioned it earlier, he stepped over people to realize his ideals and get up to the top, and then he has this very tragic death, and then he's revived because this plot needs to happen, and they just, until we get like a solid explanation, aside from a split personality again, these two plots that work really fucking well on their own fundamentally conflict. Because on one hand, you're supposed to feel certain emotions for the Julius situation, but then he's revived, there's a solid like huge.
There's
stretch
over
of
100 chapters where he
that
doesn't do anything.
just feels shitty
Yeah.
because of what that meant for the prior chapters. And then suddenly there's this whole plot line, which while it was foreshadowed, it feels extremely weird in tandem with his previous plot line.
Mm-hmm.
Like the revival happened,
Yeah.
so both could happen.
Yes.
The interesting thing
I mean-
about this is that it is definitely a fascinating concept because you have like, you know, characters coming back in series is a problem sometimes.
It depends, but usually.
Yeah, like where, you know, just backtracking on that shit, having your cake and eating it too, is an issue. And Julius's was especially egregious because it was such a good death and he was so useless after he came back. He did nothing.
Yeah.
And actually, it's probably worth looking at the chapter when the big devil attacks the city and like Julius can't do anything to stop it. Because I don't know if that's like, there might be a Lucius foreshadowing there.
Yeah, well, it's like the whole thing there. We were discussing this a lot before the podcast happened, where it's like, is this a split personality situation like with Patri, or is he just acting? In that very chapter, he straight up has an internal monologue as Julius, so it's like, I do think it is a split personality thing. That
Yeah.
the difference will be that he wasn't aware of it, I don't think. Because that would explain why
I
in this
don't think
chapter
he
he's
was
like,
aware of it,
something's
yeah.
off, something's not right, what's going on? Like a fucking bad guy in a stealth game. It's like, what was that?
Yeah.
Must have been the time.
The grunts, yeah.
Yeah, like, I
the
mean,
grunts at the dock
I-
when Batman attacks them.
Right. I mean, let's see. I mean, I just read this chapter like maybe 20 minutes ago, so I mean, I haven't really cemented it in an opinion yet. But I'm just going on my first impression, and I can definitely see how this can go wrong very quickly, because like with this whole twist, is
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because like it's like you guys were saying, and like I mean, it's not so much the foreshadowing, but it just doesn't sit right, like.
There is, we talked about it a whole lot because those of us who read the unofficials we're debating this a lot, and really what it comes down to with this twist, whether or not it's good, all hinges on one thing, and it's whether or not it's just Patri again.
I was
In terms of
literally
the
just
plot
about
line,
to
not
bring that
literally.
up.
I want to make that very clear to
Yeah,
people watching.
yes,
We're not
yes.
saying literally Patri.
No,
Don't
yeah.
fucking get
In
that
terms
mixed
of the
up.
plot line, yes.
Yeah.
If he is,
It's whether
if
or not
he's-
it's the split personality or if he's just actually evil.
I think it is
know,
just a
I
split
just
personality.
repeat the comments. I know what
Nah, I
shit's
get
gonna
it.
come up.
It is a test of exactly how much inspiration from Bleach Kubo has taken in using the exact same plot points. 2 arcs in a row.
I mean, I do like, speaking of inspiration of Bleach, I like the last couple pages because they were just
It's very
pages from
cool.
Bleach. Like the way they were formatted, I was like, this is just Bleach. And I dig that because I like Bleach.
It's also really good. I love the last page with Lucius.
Mhm.
He just he just killed Domino, whatever the fuck his name.
No, he didn't kill no one.
He's not
He
dead.
just
he just
knocked
paused
out
him.
Domino. I don't know. I think he's on the floor.
Well, yeah, he tapped his fohead.
And he knocked him over. Evil.
He gave him the fucking Itachi finger poke, bro. He put him in a
Yeah.
genjutsu.
He's in a better series now.
No shit.
Bro, you think Tabata is gonna kill off my man
You're right.
Dalmatian? Like what?
Silly
Bro,
me.
Domino?
Yeah, no. But it's the the last page where it's like, it's the time
The
has
time
come.
has come, yeah.
That's very similar, or at the very least, it reminds me of the page from Xenon's backstory, where it's right after he kills his friend and he's like crying and stuff.
Yeah.
Because Lucius tells him in the flashback that oh, it's okay, don't worry about Dante and Vanica, which he was right.
Yeah.
You're more
Yeah.
like me, And even if Xenon is more like him, we can see in that moment that clearly Xenon is human. He has human emotions. We do not see that with Lucius.
Yeah, no, he's just he looks like he's about to be on demon time. Yeah. Which, like, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think it is just a situation, like, I'm glad you brought it up, Sky. Because when I read it, I was like, damn, we're just doing the split personality thing again, huh? So, like, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Tabata plays that up. Because I think it could be very interesting in this case. I think it's just, I don't know. Like, it's very weird with Julius.
Yeah.
Because, like, so much shit has happened. It's sort of like what Zenith brought up earlier. Like, so much stuff has happened, and like, even though none of that stuff is technically lost because it's a split personality, it's just like, oh, all right. Like, I was already kind of down on his character, and now I feel like weird about it.
Yeah.
I feel very weird about his character right now, and it sucks because we're gonna be on a 3-month hiatus too. So I'm like, God damn, I gotta feel this way. Yeah, I was about to say, I gotta sit with it. I gotta hold this.
Time to sit with it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I gotta fucking hold this, man. So I mean, I hope it comes back strong.
Oh, same. Yeah, because
That
I mean,
would
like I
be-
said, there's a lot of potential here for some really like good tension, some really
Yeah.
I genuinely didn't even think about the fact that they wouldn't just immediately know
Yeah.
when they get back. But that's actually like, that would be super cool if we have this like 3 months of like, you know, knowing this twist, expecting like, all right, well, the fucking fight's gonna start when we get back. And then they get back to the kingdom and Julius is just like, hey guys,
Hey guys,
Yeah.
it's me.
how's things? And it's like, oh man, that's our Julius, always dependable and not evil. And he's like, haha, weird detail, but all right.
Bro, yeah, that's dead ass what it's going to be. It's dead ass gonna be like, oh, you're so reliable, Julius. He's gonna be like, you crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely the way I would want it to go, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't quite see
Yeah,
it.
it wasn't what I immediately thought was gonna happen. I definitely didn't think like
No, I definitely,
time has come has me a little worried. To be
I think
honest.
it's definitely gonna be a situation where they get back and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're so dependable, Julius." You're gonna be like, I think it's definitely gonna be a situation like that. I don't think he comes out first chapter. I mean, if he does, I wouldn't be mad at it because shit, we waited 3 months. But like, I don't think he comes out first chapter like, "Fuck you niggas," and just delete somebody. Like, I don't think so. I don't think. I mean, Lucius, unless he's on demon time like that, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, it would be funny if they found like if they were walking around like and they saw Astaroth just sitting on like a tower or something. Like, what the fuck is he doing here? He's like, oh hey, what's going on?
He's just chilling.
Yeah, he's just vibing. Which I'm, thank God, Tabata, I just want to thank you for a second. Thank you for changing this nigga's name to Astaroth. I appreciate it, bro. Andrama Lek, whatever the fuck. That was too complicated for me. I'm dumb.
No. Those are totally different.
Are they totally
characters.
different ones? I thought they were the same.
little
Yeah.
one is still
No,
on
that's
drama.
Azra
Okay.
Malik. He's
Okay,
another Supreme Devil.
He's
yeah.
just working for Lucius
Mm.
/ Astaroth.
Astaroth is the one that presumably this,
Oh,
Lucius
it's like
has a
taking over.
contract
Okay,
with.
okay. That makes sense. All right.
So, I just want to say I've been very quiet so far,
Okay.
but I actually have
That
a
doesn't
lot
have to
say about
change.
this chapter. No, I have a lot to say about this
Okay.
chapter.
Go ahead, bro. Talk your shit.
So, I really like this chapter. I think I probably liked it the most out of everyone.
It's
here.
really good. It's
It's
so
a
Yeah,
good
good.
no. Actually,
the
hold on.
fucking panel final arc, like the ultimate Wizard King. I like that a whole lot more
Yeah.
than the unofficials. That's a really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good that like, you know, we have ACTA and, you know, like reaffirm their goals, and it's like, yeah, we knew that, but it's so great in this context where it's like, I want to become the Wizard King, and the Wizard King is the villain. It's so good. This is such a good chapter.
Yeah, like it's we talk. A lot of the issues just stem from like, well, this doesn't fix the weird execution of prior
This is-
stuff. But, like,
this is
a
one
good
good
chapter.
Yes, this is a
one
good chapter.
It is not 100 good chapters.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a very good
That's
way to put
That's
it.
all we're trying to say. Yeah.
Yes.
It just
So-
it's
But
really
what
good.
were you saying, Taco?
can
My
go
bad.
on, Taco.
So, my least favorite part of the chapter, easily, just to give you a nice compliment sandwich here, is the Yuno stuff. The
Really?
Yuno stuff, I think it could have been done way better. I feel like like there was an opportunity here to really. Can you guys still hear me fine?
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. But I feel like this Yuno stuff, like there was an opportunity here to like have some really good like emotion to it, I guess, because it's like here's a kid who lived his whole life being an orphan essentially, and now he's meeting his mom for the first time, and he just has no reaction.
He has the deadest look on his face.
And
Most
I understand,
is surprise.
I understand Yuno's a very calm, stoic person. I'm not expecting him to burst into tears or anything, but it could have been something as simple, as small, and really impactful if it's like she's like, "Oh my god, my son," and she goes in for a hug, and he like kind of backs off like, "I don't really know you." Like it's
Really
That could've
something,
been-
you
that
know?
could have been like that would like kind of tug on your heartstrings a bit. You know what I mean? Like this kid meeting his mom for the first time, and he's like hesitant because he's like, she's not really his mom. You know what I mean? Like that's. I feel
Hey,
like
miss
there was potential.
stranger, how's it going?
But also, I do like we have Yuno meeting his mom for the first time, and then Asta and Lieb talking about their mom.
God, I'm so fucking
Yeah.
happy
Great
Asta
scene.
knew it was Lisita who was his
That part
mom.
was fucking great. Like, I
Thank
think that was actually my
God.
favorite part for sure.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of the chapter without a question. I was so scared because especially with Charlotte and Yami last chapter, I was like, "There's no Asta's gonna be like, who was that, Lieb? Whoa!" But no, he was just like, "That was my mom." And I was like, "Oh yes, thank you, God." Fuck, man. It was so sweet too. It's just like I never doubted her, but like actually hearing her say like she loved me, it made me really happy. I was like, "Oh, my heart." So nice.
Yeah,
the
and it's like-
voice actor for Asta.
I really okay. Here's the thing, like, I get it, but like, I'm a Shonen fan at heart. I absolutely love the panel where it's both of them declaring their dream at the same time,
Yeah.
especially after them both meeting their mom, and you have like Yuno with Belle and then Asta with Lieb, like their two partners. I think
That's so
I really
cool.
like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
I love Lieb's chibi form, by the way. But
It's
That's
lovely.
really good,
I love
actually.
it.
listen,
It's
listen.
It's adorable.
Listen, Tabata, if you don't make like a little plushie of that, if you don't get some niggas on that, I'm doing it myself. You better do
I mean,
it.
that's just free money right there.
You better do it, Tabata. I'm doing it myself. You got
And if
3
that plushie
months,
does
buddy.
not give me anti-magic, then I'm still coming for you.
So then going into the next part of the chapter, the whole Lucius twist, I really like this twist a lot.
Mm.
I think it's one of those twists where it caught me off guard, but realistically there is enough foreshadowing there. I probably should have seen it coming because you know all the Twitter people, you know, of course they knew all along because you know whatever.
Why didn't we trust them? We're fools.
Yeah, why didn't we trust them? But I really like this twist. There's just like a lot of small things to this twist that I think make it, that enhance it. I think the presentation, and also like that final panel where we see Lucius's face. I brought this up when me, Sky, and Zenith were talking about it, but it's like, it almost has it has such a creepy feel to it because it's like you look at it and it's so familiar because it is like Julius's face, but at the same time it's so alien because it's not him, and it's like it hits that perfect amount of creepiness to it that I really enjoy.
I agree. That is a good way of putting it.
Yeah, okay, I can definitely appreciate the aesthetic of that panel, but it's like I'm still unsure about the twist itself because it's like, I mean, okay, we were also talking earlier about how this could
Silver,
play
I
out
think
3
you
months
ate
from
my
now.
Clover.
What?
What?
Whatever. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna ignore that.
Soldier.
Oh yeah, I mean, we were talking about this can go 3 months from now. Oh, where he's either gonna stay incognito or he's just gonna come straight out. Oh, like, oh, I'm evil. Well, actually, you know, like, hey, I know you guys said you'd be fine with it in one way or the other, because you know it's 3 months, as we'd be waiting that long anyway. But I'm just trying to picture this as like in-universe time, as well, because like, hey, think about it. Yeah, we got our main characters. They literally just got back from this big battle, and right when they get back home, all this shit's happening. Like, come on, man. And like,
Yeah,
I mean,
they would do that. And that's the thing is that we can't put back We can't put away the possibility that they'll come back exhausted from this battle. Lucius will be there, and then they'll beat him.
Oh,
That's even
no.
worse.
That is always a possibility, and it's childish to not acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I know it is, but I still would rather not.
I feel like this is definitely going to lead to his downfall, Lucius, because like he let them niggas power up by rewinding time all that time ago. And there's going to be a moment where he's like, oh, fuck, these niggas are so strong, but they wouldn't be this strong if I didn't do that. I feel like it's going to be that. It's like it's going to be his own hubris that ends up costing him. Like all this fucking planning that he's doing, and then he's like, oh, I didn't foresee this shit, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I think it's going to be something like that.
Again, and then Lucifer beats them.
Yeah.
One small thing that I really, really love is Lucius's grimoire is fucking sick.
Oh,
I
it's
think
so
it looks like
so
so
bad.
many of the different kingdoms too. Like it has like
Yeah.
it looks like a heart. It has the spade. It looks like a clover. I
the
just
four
don't see
clover
like
made of
the
spades,
diamond.
So sick.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's because he knows that diamonds are relevant.
Well, just
Uh,
even just the whole thing where it's like you start with the infinite pages sort of thing. It does no cover,
The cover.
and it fucking folds into a normal grimoire. That's it's so the presentation of this chapter is it's some of the best in the
Bro,
series.
and
really.
what the fuck is this double spade shit? Like this nigga's probably gonna go crazy. There's no way. Cause like what the fuck does that mean?
I think it's like the spade equivalent of a
four-leaf.
four-leaf grimoire
Yeah.
for the Clover Kingdom, which is like that's just such a cool way to portray it because like he doesn't have to say anything to get that across.
Yeah. It's the idea that it's like a four-leaf clover in the Clover Kingdom, and then it's the Spade Kingdom. Their equivalent is two spades on top of each other. That equals four like points, I guess. I think that's really cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the last thing I want to bring up about the twist is like, Sky already said it earlier because I mean we all talked, me, Xanath, and Sky like talked about it in VC one night. But if it is the case where it's a Patry situation where Lucius is the evil personality and Julius is the good personality, and there is like a split personality there, I would fucking hate that. I would absolutely hate that because there is so fucking much potential for this twist to actually be really emotional and like really like heart-wrenching, because Julius was like basically a father to Yami and Vengeance,
Yeah.
and he's a mentor to Yuno and Asta, literally like four of the most important characters in the series. I mean, Vengeance is whatever, but the other three,
Vengeance got left in the mud for real.
Vengeance is present.
Yeah.
So can't take that away from him.
Especially because it's like, you know, the Wizard King, like even in this chapter when they assert their goal to become the Wizard King, like that is their goal. Like they look up to him so much, and it's like, this is my problem, is if I would much prefer, because I think it would be way more impactful if it's like, if Yami and Yuno and Asa are like, Julius, like, what are you doing? You're the Wizard King, you're a good person. If he's like, well, no, you guys were just pawns the entire time. I only took you in. I only raised you to like serve my own goals, and at this point I don't need you anymore. That would be way sadder than if it's like, you know, Julius, you know, you're a good person, and then it's like Julius on the inside, like, they're right, I am a good person. And fuck, man, don't fucking do that. Like,
It's gonna be the same thing that Asta did with Patry, where he goes inside his mind and like headbutts him. Like, come on, you bitch, we got work to do.
No, that's a great scene though. I love that scene.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying.
They will do
That
the
was
same
a
thing,
great
but
scene.
worse.
Yeah,
We know Julius is a good person.
yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, we've already kind of seen that, because with Vengeance and Patry, like, it is different, because Vengeance and Patry, their relationship was, you know, they were friends, and Vengeance was conflicted, and he willingly, you know, gave over to
Yeah, he let them
Patry.
fight, and he was just like, all right, whichever one of y'all wins, y'all can have it.
That's
Whereas
my guy.
with this,
Yeah.
if it is a different personality, because the way it's framed, like especially with Julius's face, where he like looks genuinely terrified when he's like, it's me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that case. Like, if it is a split personality, it's definitely a split personality.
Yeah, I was about to say it's definitely going to be a split where he just has no idea.
Yeah, which I think
Especially with,
that
like,
is
internal monologues and everything like that.
that is more interesting than just, you know, he knows, because it's a very different situation from the Patri and Vengeance thing.
But also, what would be most different if he's just a good bad guy?
Yeah, if he's
just
just
a good villain.
Damn.
Like, you know what? Sometimes people are just me.
yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes people are just awful people.
I mean, I feel like we got that too with the Dark Triad.
Okay,
Also, it would
but-
Well, everybody except
yeah,
Zenon.
Zemon's good villain.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
Zenon is
true.
great.
Yeah, Zenon was awesome. I loved Vonica because she was just, I'm a dickhead. And Dante Tabata, you bitch! I can't believe you made him a scrub!
That's why I feel like it would make the most sense if Lucius, because as far as we can tell, he's like the older brother. I mean, he's essentially the family head. He's in charge. So it's like, you can kind of say like he's responsible for the Dark Triad being the way they are. And even more so when you consider that like Zenon wasn't like them because he had a friend. He had goals and ambitions. He wasn't a bad person. It was only after he lost the person closest to him that he went down the dark path. He went to Lucius. He went to his oldest brother. And that's who made him the way he is when we see him as a devil host. So it's like, just let Lucius be a fucking asshole. Like, just make him evil.
I think he is. I think this nigga's gonna be on demon time. Like, I mean, like, regardless if it's a split personality, like, I mean, like a split, like where Julius doesn't even know. Regardless if it is or whether this nigga is just evil, Lucius is gonna be on demon time. I feel like he's gonna be like probably the most ruthless villain that we've seen. Whether that means like he actually like kills someone, I don't really know. At this point, I'm not really too into like I don't care. But like
Lucius,
as long as he like gives consequences to like as like if he pops out and he's just like yep, like he's gonna show like why at this point anyway he's the ultimate wizard king. And then of course Asta and Yuno are gonna rise up to that level. But yeah, I feel like he's gonna be like a completely different monster.
This is the big thing, and it's even more insane when you really think about it. But like,
bro, I don't think
Lucius is the first like major villain that has a direct tie to Asta, where Asta's like aware of it.
Yeah.
Like the only other villain that like Asta's directly related to in any type of way is Lucifero, and that's because Lucifero killed his mom when Asta was a baby. He didn't even know that was his mom until after he killed Lucifero.
His mom that he never knew.
This is the first villain where Asta's gonna be like, "Wow, I got betrayed." Like this is like actually,
this is like personal. Yeah,
this is personal. It's not like it's like when Asta was like, "Oh, Vengeance is Patri." Okay, it's like that's Yuno's brigade's captain. He had nothing to do with it. Did he even meet Vengeance? Like any?
I mean, he met him once when they were. He wasn't even like meeting him. He saw him once when they were at the examinations. Yeah, I don't think he like straight up met him. No.
And the Dark Triad made it personal by kidnapping Yami, but it's like, this is like, I think it's like we've said this, and I think everyone agrees. Like this has the potential to be the best villain. In the series.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like without a doubt.
Yeah.
And I'm going to choose to believe because even though Black Clover had a pretty bad arc, the majority of Black Clover is good.
Yes, I agree.
The majority of the series is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping with this hiatus, he has enough time to rest and recover and really think about this shit.
We about to hit that time skip, Tabata, bro. This nigga's about to hit different.
I'm really hoping that it's good.
Same.
I like this chapter.
And I think that's a great way to like end off on Black Clover. I mean, unless you guys have something you want to say.
I don't have anything else.
I was just going to say like, this is a great twist and I hope this shit turns out to be hype as fuck. I hope this shit is dope.
I'm begging you, don't make a liar out of me, please.
Please, not again, please. But don't make me come up here and rant again, bro.
I can only add so much pain OST in me.
Yes, I can only add so much pain OST before I get claimed again.
I guess like one more thing is it's just I don't know, one thing I don't even know if this is like an issue I have, but just a missed opportunity maybe is it's like I wish we knew about the underworld situation more because like in terms of the human characters, this twist is really good, but like we don't know shit about anything going on in the underworld. So it's just like, yeah, this one devil betrayed the king of the devils, you know, that happened. Also, there's this whole thing with Astaroth was really the other of the supreme devils, not Magicula or whatever. I don't know how to say her name, honestly.
Magicula.
Yeah, I think it's
Magicula, whatever.
Magicula. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like, and it's like, that stuff is so cool. Like, I love, like, demons and gods and myths and all that shit. Like, that stuff is so fun when it's in stories, but I just do not give a shit when it's talked about here, because it's like, he never goes into it or gives us details on, like, how that world is structured.
Yeah, and, like, how it
Especially when we have,
operates.
like, the different kingdoms are pretty well defined in how they operate, like, what their deal is. I'd say the... You know, maybe the other ones aside from the Clover Kingdom are a little underdeveloped, but overall, like socially, like just in terms of how these different kingdoms function, we get the idea. So at least stuff has a function when that status, like not a function, but like an impact when that status quo changes. But
Yeah.
I just don't feel shit for what's going on in the Devil World. Like, it's,
Yeah. Because the Heart
whatever.
Kingdom, like we went over there, it was like completely different. It's like, oh, the Water Maiden, she's the one. Oh, I guess it's now we know it's not so different. The Water Maiden is behind everything. She's like pulling the strings in a way, keeping everybody intact, like watching over everybody, making sure everything's okay. And then you have like the different types of like rune magic and like stages to magic. Like it was completely different. So yeah, I can understand what you're talking about there. But
I guess
anyway,
the last thing,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
thing I want to bring up. How do you guys feel about the theory that Lucius is going to collect the devil hearts of Lucifero and Beelzebub and basically gain all their powers and be like the demon god or devil god of time, space, and gravity?
I feel like that's
cool.
absolutely going to happen. Because
I'd
if
like
we're
to
not
see
going to fight the
crafty
other ones,
magic used in interesting ways, so that'd be cool.
yeah, if we're
That
not
would be
going to
really
fight the
sick.
other ones, I feel like we're like, you're not just gonna drop the three of them and be like, all right, well, bye, and like not do anything. So like,
Yeah.
and obviously you're not gonna have someone overshadow Lucius here, because like, what the fuck, you know? So obviously, I feel like it's gonna be a situation where yeah, he definitely takes those hearts and becomes the god of the
At
time space
same
continuum
time-
or whatever.
Okay, so actually, you know, I just thought of actually how this could work out and be really good. Is
Okay.
if we know the whole time what's happening, but they like don't, and he basically organizes everything so that they beat the different devils for him, and then he collects their hearts afterwards.
Oh, I would like that.
So
a
we
lot.
have all the individual fights, like let's say Noelle gets her fight with Magicula in the end, like is her endgame bad guy. And then, like, you know, behind the scenes, fucking Andrew Malik comes in, collects the heart, brings it. So it's like, I think that could be a really interesting way for it to be done. Because it's like, at this, if they're just collected and, you know, those devils don't get their fights with the people that they should have fights with, like, that kind of sucks.
I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but
Mhm.
yeah, there's if he gets like okay, let's just go into fantasy. Like let's just say like he lives up to the hype and he gets all the devil powers, or not all of them, but like the main three, and he becomes like the most powerful devil. He's actually just straight up evil. Like he used Yami in them for his own gains.
Mhm.
And there's like actual dramatic tension there, and like he's an actual threat. You know, God forbid, maybe he actually kills someone. Like we could be looking at not only the best villain in Black Clover by far, but just straight up one of the best villains just in Shonen.
It's
like
so
he could
possible.
be up
It's genuinely possible.
there. It's
And,
entirely
Mhm.
possible.
yeah.
But enough of setting up Black Clover. Let's just
All right, let's transition. Hold on, let me
Enough
get my timestamp
what ifs,
here.
like,
Enough of the
14,
pride
44,
before the
20.
fall.
Yeah,
let's
all
set
right.
him up real good. So the fucking stakes are super racked up. Like let's go.
Let's talk about One Piece now. How'd you guys feel about this chapter?
It
Like,
was,
it was
no,
it was
it was
good.
no Rizo chapter.
Yeah.
It's just
You're
an
right. It was
overall.
no Rizo chapter.
It's just an overall, very solid chapter. I
there
love
were moments we liked
Luffy's
about
fighting
it.
style. It's so fun.
I will say, before we really get into this, y'all, if y'all haven't seen that latest episode, 10:15.
Oh,
God.
so good.
Ooh,
we
if
talk
y'all
about
haven't seen that,
Yeah,
yes,
hold
we
on,
can.
We'll talk about
If
Enough
y'all
about the
haven't seen that
chapter.
episode, nigga, y'all need to change that now. Well, actually, after this podcast. But then,
Yeah, no,
you
no,
know,
no.
Need to change it soon.
yeah, change it soon.
1,000
In the near future.
Yes, 1015. What a
Bro,
fucking episode. Oh my
fucking-
god.
Dude, the memes are true. The fucking
You just
One-
need to wait
One Piece fans
1,000
be like,
episodes to get
yeah.
good.
It took the
Wait,
one-
1,000.
It just had the best. Because trust me, I've seen the majority of the One Piece anime. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
same.
all of it. I stopped watching weekly, like in Wano, but everything up to that point, I've pretty much seen.
Yeah, same,
This is
actually.
the best episode in One Piece,
I agree.
hands down. Like
Yep.
just straight up, it's the best episode. It's
It's fucking phenomenal,
Bro,
man. It's
it's
fucking
phenomenal.
phenomenal. Like seeing that flashback and how Yamato is like in the bushes watching and how it transitions as she turns around and the pages are flipping and she sees Roger and everybody, like, oh my god. And then like Roger with his arms out and Luffy running towards him, like, oh my fucking god. The
Yeah, the
music,
transition
literally
was
Yamato is like the background, like her life like shattering, and like it's like this life-changing realization when she hears what Luffy said. Like, oh my god, man. So fucking good. This episode did a lot for Yamato. Like a lot for Yamato.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
And I
because, like,
appreciate it.
this episode only adapted one chapter. So like naturally you would think like, oh, they stretched out shit. And they did. They stretched out a lot of stuff. They added a lot of stuff. But everything they added, like, made it so much better. Like it didn't feel stretched out to the point where most other One Piece episodes where it's like characters are just standing around staring at each other for like 30 seconds before they do anything. Or like it puts in a flashback that we've seen a million times. Like that entire scene, which was not in the manga, but like the entire scene of like Yamato, I fucking love it when she has Ace's Vivre card and she's like looking at it and it's
Yeah,
like bright
it
and sunny
goes
because like
out.
the sunset, and then it just
Yeah.
transitions to her holding it and it's burning away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was fucking amazing.
Ah, god.
That moment almost made me choke up when she's like smashing the fucking cuffs on her hands.
Yeah,
And, like,
I'm not
the
free.
blood, like
Yeah.
it's so.
Oh my
fucking
god,
good.
man.
Made
That
everyone
shit was
appreciate
so
Yamato more.
good. Yeah, man. It was so fucking good. And like, I mean, like there's been a couple of theories. I mean, Morge just came out with a really good video on why he believes Yamato isn't joining the crew. But like this episode did a very good job at making you believe like, yeah, she could be a member because she's like the only one on the Straw Hats who really knows Luffy's actual dream and didn't laugh at it and supports him wholeheartedly. I mean, like, yeah, you could argue that like, oh, that's, that could be anybody. But no, this makes it pretty, like her connection with Ace, how much she wanted to go out, and like just everything this episode did for her. It's like, okay, yeah, like even without all the stuff we have in the manga right now, if I was an anime only and I watched that episode, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I want her on the crew. Like I could just see that. Like this episode did a very good job of just portraying that for her, and I thought that was great.
It's one of those things where God bless Oda, but it was not that good in the manga. Like he did not do this good of a job as for portraying Yamato's character in the manga, because I think this is important to say is like everything that's in this anime episode, like they didn't change Yamato's character. It's not like they added scenes that made her. It's like, oh well, this scene makes her more, interesting, or this is like anime only that's like makes her more developed. It's like, no, this is all shit that's canon in the manga. Like this is Yamato's character. It's just Oda didn't give us time to like sit with it. He didn't show us the scene of her struggling with like Ace's death and like, or if he did, I might be misremembering. It had to be like one.
I don't think so.
Like
it
was like, and I understand, he has so much stuff he has to show in the manga. It's like a double-edged sword, because it's not a double-edged sword. It just makes me sad because it's like the stuff that like Oda's doing in the manga could be much better if it had a good anime adaptation. But the anime isn't always like this.
Yeah.
So
No,
it
it's
often
not.
doesn't adapt it doesn't adapt the material this well every time. So it's like it almost feels like the One Piece we're getting just isn't even the best it could be.
I agree. I've seen it for I mean, I've said it for a while. I think the Wano anime overall is better than the manga.
Which makes sense. I feel like most good anime adaptations are better than the manga
Yeah,
counterparts.
it's just so surprising
really
because
think of
One
any-
Piece has never been like that.
Yeah, I can never think of any, like, if someone's like, this is a good anime adaptation, it's always better than the manga. There's very little like times when people are like, well, the manga's just better.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the MHA?
Speaking
Oh,
of manga,
God.
let's get to that chapter
Well,
because
one
that
last
is what
thing.
we advertised.
I want to say, I want to give a shout out to Megumi Ishitani, who
Yes.
is the director.
Yeah.
Queen.
She's the woman who directed this episode. And she's directed a few others, but she is fucking great.
The Warlord episode.
She's
and,
awesome, man.
The Queen,
Yeah, the
rap
Onigashima.
episode on
Yeah.
Onigashima.
She's amazing.
She will
Like-
most likely be the one animating the Gear 5 episode, the
Yeah.
introduction to Gear 5.
Which, speaking of which, we can just transition right into the chapter.
Yep.
Gear 5 is fucking sick. I know,
Looks pretty
hot
sick.
take, everybody.
Oh, I love
I know you were
those.
waiting for everybody to, everybody on the podcast to dive in, give their thoughts. But we can confirm Gear 5 is pretty fucking cool.
You heard
Um,
it here first, folks.
Yes.
Gear 5 is my favorite Luffy transformation.
I agree.
which-
Same.
It's one of those things where, it should be, right? Because it's
Yeah.
the newest one. It's like
Yeah.
whenever an anime character gets a new transformation, it should be better than the last. You know what I mean? I don't think that's always the case, but that's the ideal. And I do think Gear 5 is my favorite, at least. I think it's the best
Yeah.
one Luffy's had.
Agreed.
Just power, the powers he has, the way it's drawn, the themes and just everything around it. Because it's like we've said this before, themes don't make good story.
but
need
you need them to be.
They
good,
add
you need
on.
them to be
Yeah.
good. And it's like
You need
it's
them to
all
be
there.
great.
It's a full package, I guess. It's a full package
enough.
deal with Gear 5.
And I love it too. Also, my transition game going crazy right now. Speaking of Luffy's powers, I like it how it's brought up in this chapter where it's just like, no, crazy devil fruit powers don't run the seas, bitch. Hockey is the most
That's
important thing. I love
That's a really
that.
interesting line.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I think it's it's so important to point that out, especially after a Gear 5 transformation where we just got this crazy reveal oh fuck, the Gomu Gomu no Mi isn't exactly what we thought it was, and oh my god, Luffy's got this god
Yeah,
fruit and blah 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 blah. I feel like it's so important to just be no, bro, no. Roger didn't have a crazy fruit, and that nigga still changed the seas.
Your stupid abilities don't matter. Roger didn't even have a fruit. What are you doing?
Exactly. Yeah, it's
glad we
hockey
got
is the
that.
only way you can transcend. I
Yeah.
think that's so good.
Which, by the way, I am glad we got that confirmation that Roger did in fact not have a
Yeah,
devil fruit.
that's
Yeah,
like-
God.
Well,
Roger
that's a-
finally beat
it's
them
one of those
Gomu
things,
Gomu no Mi past user allegations.
I feel like we kind of take it for granted now because it's since the Odin flashback, we've basically been able to draw the conclusion that Roger didn't have a devil fruit. It's now officially confirmed, but it wasn't until 960 something when we were like, oh, he's fighting just with a sword in hockey. He doesn't look like he has a devil fruit. But you have to realize, or you have to remember, for decades. People were at the beginning of the series, people were all like, what fruit did Roger have? That was a major theory where people were trying to figure out what devil fruit he had. Because, before, up until the time skip, hockey wasn't even really a thing. It was a thing, but it wasn't properly, fleshed out or explained. So up until chapter 600, one of the major theories was what devil fruit does Roger have? Because he has to have one. Because hockey wasn't a thing, so it's the strongest people in the world have to have devil fruits, and now it's just no, he didn't have one.
Bro, how are they gonna say that when my man Solo is right there?
You're right.
That was a
But,
joke.
No, bro, you're right.
No, I'm not. I don't want to be associated with these people.
Yeah. Zoro's gonna prove that you don't need a devil fruit when he kills Kaido.
Plus, I just really love this line because I just love the way Oda's intertwining these two completely different power systems. Because devil fruits are a thing where it's like, yeah, Luffy's devil fruit's really powerful, but he had to work like to get it strong. Like Luffy couldn't throw a punch for 10 years. He trained on an island for 10 years before he could even throw a punch with his devil fruit. But some devil fruits, you eat them and you're just instantly a god. I'm sure Kizaru ate his devil fruit and was instantly like, yeah, I'm fast as light now. Like I don't
Kizaru's fruit is so sick too. I love his fruit.
So like there devil fruits, just devil fruits inherently are just big boosts of power. Like there's no work to be had. There's no, ambition, I guess. You just eat it and then you're powerful most of the time, unless you got a really shitty devil fruit. But
what do you mean?
Like
the jacket? You're not feeling the jacket fruit for real?
I mean, if Kaido put it on, yeah, it'd be pretty good. But
Hold up. If we're gonna be talking about OP devil fruits, I think we gotta talk about the main one, the slow fruit.
I knew you would fucking bring up Foxy. I knew you would.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
That would be
You ain't beating the Foxy allegations still.
But no,
But
Foxy's
it's
fruit
just-
is good though. Sorry, go ahead.
It's the idea that it's like devil fruits are just inherent power boosts. You eat them, there's no work to be done. You just eat them and you're strong. But with Haki is a power. Like it is something that actually, has abilities and stuff. But the actual translation of Haki is just willpower.
Willpower, yep.
Well, essentially what Kaido is saying is like, you can't just have a strong power and expect to win. You have to want it. You have to have the willpower to beat everyone.
Which is
And it's
so
like-
important in One Piece, man.
Yeah, I love that.
So
I love
important
that
in
a
One
lot.
Piece, man. So
Right.
fucking good.
And of course, that willpower manifests itself as hockey in this case.
Yeah.
Yes. It's great, man.
This line, the line that you need, to be able to conquer the siege, you need Haki. Let's say hypothetically, Haki wasn't a power system. If he just had willpower, the line still works.
Exactly. Yep. You need a strong will or something
You
like
need
that.
a strong will.
Yep.
To win. Yeah. to
Yeah,
conquer
exactly. It'd still be the exact same thing, and it's so fucking good, man. It's so fucking good. I love that. Like I said, I'm so happy we got that after Luffy's big transformation. Because Oda, there are times where he feels so in tune with his audience where he's just like, no, let me just put this here. Like when Luffy first got the fruit and everyone was like, oh my gosh, this is a reincarnation thing. And then he had Luffy's like, no, I'm Monkey D. Luffy, the man who will become the king of the pirates. And I screamed. So it was really
I don't
cool.
think you said I screamed.
Yeah, no, that was me. That was me.
I know.
That was me. I read it and then I said, ah, and then yep,
And I said,
and but yeah,
I really like.
lost
it.
my
I'm-
train of thought for a
I'm
second.
wondering to see how this line will lead into the Blackbeard stuff.
Yeah,
Because
'cause-
Blackbeard is the ultimate. He just ate a bunch of strong devil fruits.
Yeah.
We don't even know. Yeah, we don't know how strong his Haki is. I'm assuming Blackbeard does have Haki because he was able to sense Luffy's Haki.
Yeah, he has to be. Yeah.
And Blackbeard, okay, to be fair, Blackbeard was pretty strong for a long time before he got devil fruits. Like he scarred Shanks.
Scarred Shanks. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Blackbeard, has powerful Haki. But what I'm wondering is maybe when Luffy fights him, Blackbeard's Haki has gotten weaker because he's over reliant on his devil fruits. Something like that.
That would be a good way of showing it, yeah. Because I was going to say, I don't think he's using Haki as much just because, well, fuck it. I got the Gura no Mi. I can hit you from long range. Oh, you want to get up close? I got something that can just turn your shit off with the Yami Yami. So, plus a bunch of other stuff that he may or may not have. We have no fucking idea. Whatever he's going to go get right now, I have no clue. So, yeah,
got
there's...
the fucking invisible, visible fruit. He's unstoppable.
Because
Oh,
again, it's
shit.
you have to you kind of have to
Absolute no.
separate it. You have to separate Haki from willpower. Because even though it's the same thing, it's Haki is a power. Willpower is like a mindset. I don't know.
yeah.
It's
It's a
It's
grind
like
set,
they
bro.
are-
What the fuck?
They are inherently connected, but it's it would make sense that Blackbeard who is so overly reliant on devil fruits, has kind of gotten lazy.
Yeah.
Because like when you look at it, Blackbeard, he cruised through the New World. He came into the New World, beat the fuck out of the Whitebeard pirates,
and then became a Yonko, yeah.
And then we just the next time we see him, he's just chilling on a couch, getting drunk, and he's just like, whatever. Like,
yeah,
I'm
fucking
chilling.
some
Luffy
woman,
trained for 2 years. Luffy has trained for 2 years and has fought consistently more powerful people than him for 2 years. Because that's another thing is,
yeah,
Luffy hasn't fought. Luffy has not had a 1v1 fight yet where he was just overall stronger than the person. Like,
yeah, no.
I guess Don Chenjiao, because he was stronger than Don Chenjiao.
I mean, yeah.
Like, Luffy has been challenged over and over and over again.
I was about to say, like, the Fishman Island, what's his name? Hody.
I did completely forget about Hody.
Hody was more like a symbolic villain than a stronger one, because when Luffy put the hands on him, he put the beats on him. Like, Luffy beat his ass.
I think it's one of those things where it's up to Oda, because, again, it would... Willpower doesn't necessarily relate to hard work. Because it's like, maybe Blackbeard is just so conceited that he doesn't even think he can lose. And ultimately, what is willpower than just not surrendering?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, maybe Blackbeard has a fucking unbelievable hockey because he is just so unbelievably confident in himself. But... Like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. But I think this hockey line is really important. And I fucking hate what it did for the Zoro community. Because the Zoro fans went ballistic, bro.
Really?
Like, see, Kaido confirmed it. Zoro's stronger than Luffy. Because here's the thing, Sarah. You have to understand.
Oh, no.
You have to understand. Luffy's a cheater.
What?
Luffy ate a devil fruit, right? So he's a cheater.
But the chapter just said that doesn't matter.
That's irrelevant.
No, bro.
That's irrelevant if you're a fan of Zoro.
Yeah, you need to look at it from a Zoro fan standpoint. Look at it from the point of view that Zoro's cock is in your mouth and you're looking up at him. Like, Zoro only uses hockey and a sword, so therefore he is going to be stronger than Gold
Damn,
Roger,
hockey and a sword, he just like Roger for real.
Yeah, bro. Roger's his true rival.
Right, and he's Luffy's
actually,
mentor.
if you think about it, if Roger only had hockey and a sword, then Zoro would be stronger because he has hockey and three swords.
I was about to kill you over. You're so lucky that was funny because you were dead.
But yeah, man. And you want to know what's funny? Zoro fans caught a stray in this chapter too, because Kaido's attack, the name of it was like, I forget in the translation for the fan scans. I was like, yeah, it's like named after this demon or god, whatever the fuck. Anyway, they beat Enma, the king of hell. Just, I was like, oh, okay, well, shit, all right. But no. We're just going to take the hockey thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
man, I'm not looking forward to it when Zoro, because I feel like Zoro is going to get back up and he's going to, because like Kaido, and I'm so happy, once again, referencing Morge, I'm so happy he brought it up where Kaido said, like, there's not going to be there's not a samurai as great as Odin. Man, it's obvious. I feel like that's obvious setup for Zoro. Man, I mean, it's going to, see, this is the life I live, right? Where I love Zoro, but I don't have his dick in my mouth. So like when Zoro gets up and cuts Kaido, I'm gonna no. But like I love it because Zoro's gonna get up and he's gonna cut Kaido. It's gonna be so fucking hype. But I'm just gonna have to stay off Twitter that week because ZKK is gonna be going crazy.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Zoro's my second favorite character. Like, I love Zoro a lot. The problem is Luffy's my favorite.
Yeah.
So to me, Luffy's better than Zoro. Like, he's stronger than Zoro. I don't know why these ZK people think Zoro's gonna kill Kaido.
I think it's very admirable that these people are so dedicated to the Zoro lifestyle that they chose to imitate him and cover one eye while reading every chapter.
Bro. It's
That's
type
impressive.
crazy.
That
It's
is
type crazy.
dedication.
But anyway, speaking of
That's
Zoro, my
fun.
transition game one more time. Crazy. Speaking of Zoro, let's talk about the kid that he mentored for a little bit. Momonosuke. The stuff that he had in this chapter was really fucking good. I loved
Yeah.
those scenes with Momo where he was talking with Toki and everything. That
I
was
liked
so
it.
good.
I think a lot of times, at least myself, I kind of forget that Momonosuke is an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is a lot to put on the shoulders of an 8-year-old
And I love
kid.
that too, where Kinemon is talking to him like, bro, as a man, and he's like, nigga, I'm a child. Like, what do you want from me?
You're not just a child.
Yeah.
Momonosuke is far. This is crazy to think about, but it's true. Momonosuke is far stronger and just more of a man than Luffy was at that age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But think
'Cause he
about
had
when
to be.
Momonosuke. When
Yeah, he
Momonosuke's
had to
a
be.
full-grown man. When Momonosuke's a full-grown man with Conquer's Haki and a fucking Kaido's Devil Fruit using samurai swords, he's gonna be a problem.
That nigga's a menace to
Momonosuke's
society,
gonna
bro.
be insane when he's a
Oh
full-grown
my
man.
god,
Well, I guess he
that
is a
nigga's a
full-grown man now.
menace to society.
I forgot he
What-
got.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
is
He's
now.
a full-grown
Full-grown
man
man.
body now, but he's still a kid.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, is Momo still a kid? That nigga has lived. That nigga is truthfully like 87 with all the fucking trauma and shit, how he had to grow up. That nigga's old as fuck now.
that's true. Oh, bro, he's a Kozuki. This is just another day for them.
Yeah,
Mhm,
true.
So like, if he, like, you know, like he's an adult now. If he starts dating, is whoever he's like with, are
Yo,
they
why'd you
weird for
bring that
that?
The first thing you come to.
No, it ain't.
You're
It
weird
ain't.
for
I
that.
just
You're
think
weird
it's
for that.
funny because it's like, are they weird for that? Like,
What is?
Guy, I need
I
you.
don't know, I
need
just
you to
thought it
use
was
your
funny.
mod privileges and mute this motherfucker right
You-
now.
I just thought it was funny. Damn.
You can think
Oh,
it's funny.
no.
Hell, die.
All right, I'm going.
Oh no. But yeah,
But,
I thought
yeah,
the
the
Momo
Momonosuke
stuff
stuff
was
is good.
very good, man. And it was nice seeing that emotion, like, damn, man. Like seeing him turn around and be like, I'm ready, mother, I will go. And seeing Toki like crying, like holding back tears.
Yeah.
She's just like, good. Like, oh man. Oh
Kaido
man.
was beating the fuck out of Luffy this chapter.
Oh, he was dog walking
yeah,
his
no,
shit.
dude.
He was
Great.
fucking him up really
Oh my god. Like he was
Bro, so-
I love that too, because he's like, nigga, you grabbed lightning? It's crazy. All right, whatever. He just
Bro, to all the people saying like, "Oh, Luffy's a god now," they must have forgot Kaido's a fucking mythical creature too. Like,
Yeah, I was about to
this
say he's a
motherfucker
god
is-
too, yeah.
Yeah, like he's putting in work.
Yeah, that motherfucker's
Bro, this
going
man-
crazy.
Burned this man down. Crip walked on the ashes.
Yeah, right. I said, damn. I love that too, where Kaido, like, just the look he gets on his face when Luffy grabs, he's like, nigga, what are you doing? Get off me. Like, I love that.
I love that he grabbed him so he can't escape.
Yeah.
He grabbed him so he could get the big fist and just gonna fucking slam him with it. He's like,
Oh my god, man. And I like it too, just because, I mean, like, sidetracking a bit here, the lanterns are going up as well. Because we were waiting on that. We were waiting on that for a while now. Like, when are the lanterns going to start flying up? So they are officially in the sky now. So it's interesting to see how they're going to play effect. I imagine it's going to help Momo with moving Wano. I'm not sure if he's going to move it like Luffy wants him to, or if he's just going to hold it over Wano to keep them safe. I'm not sure, but yeah, I feel like it's going to be help for Momo.
Archer tweeted, which I don't know if he created this theory or if he saw it, but Archer tweeted today that he just realized that, like, most likely or not most likely, but what could happen is just that Momonosuke will use the fire in the lanterns to help him create flame clouds.
That's so
to hold
good,
up the top of
I
actually.
did think about that.
That's so good, actually. I did not think about that at all. That's really good. I like that. I hope that actually does happen now. Fuck.
It would be
Fuck.
really
Damn it. That would. Damn it. Now if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be sad. Fuck.
Now I have expectations.
Damn it.
Really? this is like a transition, but I really like the panel where all the samurai are like, "Fuck it, we'll die. Like we're gonna stay
Yeah.
here."
That was
Yeah.
cool.
That was my
And then
favorite moment of
kids,
the
the look
chapter.
on
My
kids'
favorite
face is just
moment.
like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Yeah.
Kind of guys, hey, you know you're all die, right? You crazy? Just like, and
Yeah, like so
Only
what?
die? That's a win in my book, chat.
I feel like
do
it's
really
good
like
to
all
see.
that,
I feel like it's good for Kid to see this though, because my man has had some terrible, terrible experiences with alliances. So to see them be so down for the cause and be like, "Yeah, fuck it, we'll die."
I really like the panel where the samurai are like, "Well, I have kids, I have a wife," and they're like, "Yeah, bro, we're gonna win. Like, be happy, like, celebrate, like,
Yeah.
go have a good life."
Like, it's gonna be nice. Like that was so sweet. Like, because at first when I was reading it, it's just like, oh, like, is that supposed to be a debate? I got children back in Hakumai. I thought it was going to be a situation like, nigga, I want to go back and see them. But I was like, no, I want them to be free. I was like, oh, okay, that's sweet. I mean, both options were sweet, but I was like, oh, that's a pretty noble way to go. Making sure
Yeah,
your kids and your
samurai
wife
guy.
are safe. Yeah. Making sure your family's safe. That's really sweet.
Clover,
yeah.
bro, how do you feel about Orochi still being alive?
I knew it, by the way. I fucking called
Yeah,
it.
no,
I
we
knew that
did
was
find
going to
that.
happen.
So what I think is gonna happen is, so we know Orochi had, he had 8 heads. He's had 7 of them cut off. He had 1 head left,
Mhm.
and Komurasaki or Hiyori tried to burn him alive. Well, in the panel, you see he only has the 1 head left. I think Kyoshiro is gonna come in and kill him, and then we'll get a moment between Kyoshiro and Hiyori. Because they were
Yeah.
the 2 closest to Orochi for the longest time. So I think it's fitting that they're the 2 that see him die. Like, they basically worked together, I guess, to kill him. Because they
Yeah.
were the 2 that were under
They
cover.
were in there the longest, yeah.
Yeah. Because we have not seen Kyoshiro in a long time.
For a hot,
so-
like months in real time.
Yeah.
We have not seen this motherfucker. This man has
think
been
he's
on
gonna show
wanted
up.
posters. I ain't gonna lie.
I think he's going to show
Yeah.
up and finish Orochi off.
Yeah. At first, when I saw Luffy like yell out to Momo, I was like, is Luffy warning him about what's going on? Is his observation hockey that cracked? But then I was like, oh, okay, no, he's just asking him to move the island. You know, same task. Go save your sister, move this big island for me. Same thing. I
He
like it.
literally said, fuck it, I'm ending it right here.
Yeah, Luffy was just like, all right, bro, I'm bringing the car around. I'm taking this shit out tonight.
I love this whole
Yeah.
thing, and I was talking about this earlier, but just how this whole chapter is just basically, you can't just have a strong devil fruit power. You can't just rely on these crazy abilities and techniques like throwing lightning and all that stuff. You have to have hockey, and you have to have strong hockey, and then it basically just ends with him, going for a big hockey-based attack with his fist is big, but like the main aspect of it is it's just a bunch of hockey. By the way, I love like the black lightning and the normal lightning
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's
mixing
really
up
cool.
into that. That's so cool.
Right.
But it's like the whole thing is it's like his whole transformation is about being the freest person. Well, it's like, you know what? He's gonna stop holding back, and now he's gonna be free to fight however he wants because he can trust Momo to move the island.
Yeah,
Which that's just really cool.
which is so
It definitely also
fucking
gives some extra
crazy.
motivation to Momo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Momo,
Momo's
if you
fucking
don't move it,
cool now.
I'm
I can't
crushing
wait
these
to see him
niggas.
do some cool shit. He's so awesome now. I love that.
Yeah.
I just love the whole idea, like, that, he is brought into his own this way, and he has to step up. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait for his design as an adult to be a joke.
He's
It's just
look
gonna
like
be Odin. Yeah, it's just gonna be Odin.
Because literally the scene where he gets transformed into an adult, he's
Yeah, Shinobu,
obviously-
like word for word, is like, you look just
and
like
she's
dot,
crying.
dot, dot.
She's crying. And
Yeah.
she's like, "You look exactly like," and then it cuts out. We don't see
I
what she
want
says.
him to have a dad bod.
He's gonna look like Odin, but he's going to look. I've seen fan art, but he's gonna look like Odin, but with Momonosuke's hairstyle.
Ew.
With the fucking I know, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna look like.
I know.
exactly.
I
Like
just,
said,
I just
the
don't like
design's a joke.
the fuck me up cut on adult Momonosuke is like.
I gotta say, like, damn Japan, you really fucking missed with that one. Ancient Japanese history is worse off because these motherfuckers thought that semi-bald was and blue, like that was a good look.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Momo can pull it off. I hope he does.
How do you feel about Luffy's big ass fucking fist at the end?
So
The
cool.
final attack.
I think it's very interesting.
Let's run the tables.
I think it's very interesting just because of what Oda said in the SBS a while ago, where he was like, he didn't want to, like, he thought it would be kind of unbelievable if he just had Luffy beat Kaido with a big punch. So I'm like, oh, like, I don't know. Like, maybe this is setting up for a Kaido comeback and then we get his backstory. I don't know. I mean, like, I would not be mad if fucking Luffy pulled out this big ass fist like he was fucking Madara in the war and just smashed it into Kaido. That'd be sick. But
Dude, makes rain.
yeah, I would not be mad at that. But I saw this and that was like that SBS, like that was literally the first thing I thought of with him being like, oh, I think it would be kind of unbelievable if Luffy beat him with a big old punch. And here, the biggest punch we've ever seen in the series. Yeah.
He said as he drew the fist.
Yeah, that's how I was like,
extra
oh.
special punch.
Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad if this was like the end. Or at least like we're getting close to the end here. But yeah, that was like the first thing. I was like, oh, I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing for Luffy.
Do you still think we're gonna get a full Kaido flashback?
Yes, we have to.
I don't think we're gonna get it now. Honestly, I think we're gonna get it later when we see more stuff about, just about the whole rocks thing. Because I feel like maybe Oda feels like there's stuff he wants to hold on to about rocks that he doesn't want to show yet, and that's why we haven't gotten the backstory yet.
It's possible. He could be saving the rock stuff for, oddly enough, Blackbeard, because Blackbeard has so many connections to rocks.
Yeah.
Blackbeard is essentially the new rocks.
He's the new
Blackbeard
rocks.
inherited
Yeah.
rocks well, whereas Luffy inherited Rogers.
Dude, I remember when that chapter came out when it mentioned Rox D. Zebek, and everyone was like, bro, the name of Blackbeard's ship. And we were like, oh, fuck. Like, that was so crazy. Man, the Reverie, was that during the Reverie? No, that was during that was when the Yonko bounties were revealed. So I was like, that was an even crazier time. Yeah, that was an even wilder time. So yeah, that was good times. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we should get a little bit, like even a little bit more Kaido's backstory. I feel like that would be sweet to see. If he does save a good chunk of it for when he does stuff with like Blackbeard or whatever, okay. But still, I would like to see more of like why Kaido specifically is in Wano, for example, and like what brought him here, things like that. So like, I don't know. I'd like to see that. Respectfully,
I could see those answers being saved for the poneglyphs. Because here's the thing.
Yeah, that's also true.
Robin has like 6 or 7 poneglyphs to read. They have a lot of poneglyphs to go through.
Yeah, we're gonna get an info dump.
They got 3 from Whole Cake Island, and I'm pretty sure there's like 3 on Wano. Because there's the 3 they got from Big Mom's.
Because Brooke found 1. I think Law found like 2, right?
I think he only found 1.
Maybe he found one
underneath. Brooke found one underneath Capital.
Yeah.
Law found one underneath Onigashima, and there's still the road poneglyph. We don't know where Kaido's hiding it.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, they have 6 poneglyphs to read at the end of this arc. So we're gonna get a huge info dump.
Oh god, I can't wait for those chapters too. Those chapters. One Piece is like one of the only series where I like look forward to info dumps. I'm like, give me them shits now. Like the Reverie, goddamn. I'm so happy I caught up like just in time for the Reverie. That was fucking insane. Because that was just info dump for like a solid month. And then Oda was like, all right, cool, bye. It's like, no, wait, hold on. But yeah, I'm excited for those chapters. Those will be really nice. Is there anything else we want to bring up for this One Piece chapter before we move on?
No, that's...
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at the timestamp. 1:18:30. Let's just do 1:18:40. Okay, so Jujutsu Kaisen now. Or actually, no, not Jujutsu Kaisen. MHA. I almost forgot. We got a full week this week. So how are we feeling about MHA this week?
fucking
love
love
this
this
chapter.
chapter.
This chapter was so good, dude. Oh,
This fight is
Okay.
so cool.
who wants
Or
to
a-
start?
Or a goat-chi, for real.
For real, bro. I'm
This
telling
fight
you.
is everything I wanted, bro. This is what
Yeah.
I wanted,
Yeah.
and it
This
looks
is-
so good.
Like,
I remember when I was making the thumbnail for this, I was like going through panels and stuff, and like I was like, you know, looking specifically for double page spreads because those are generally like the big panels, and I was surprised to find that wait a minute, there aren't any. And it's like that's how good some of these panels are, is that I've remembered them as being like straight
full
up on
spreads.
2 pages. You
yeah.
know?
Real quick, let's give a shout out to our brother Zenith, our brother in Christ Zenith, because we were blessed by the manga gods this week. We had so many good panels. This motherfucker
Yeah.
had to create the thumbnail. It's like, bro, what do you even put on the thumbnail?
Yeah,
There's so many
right.
good panels that could have been on it.
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
I wanted
Just
to
figuring
push
that
for
out
this
so
panel
good.
of Shoto where he has the flash fire fist. I was like, oh, I want to have that, but then I was just like, but the stuff that happened in
I
Black Clover
really-
is important.
Yeah, I really love the thumbnail we got though.
Yeah.
I really
Like it was
it's
really good.
the Luffy's fist, the Shoto, and then the Julius. I think it's the
Julius.
best. JJK was good this week, but it didn't really have anything to
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
thumbnail worthy.
No, hold on, bro. Spoilers. You gotta say that the rest of the pod.
Great.
But anyway, anyway, yeah, this fight was super fucking good. I'm happy we didn't cut away from it. The first thing I thought when I read the unofficials, I was like, fuck, I can't wait till Sunday because I know this shit looks good. I know this shit looks good, man. And like seeing Dabi's flash fight, like that panel of him like flash fire fist and him saying, "Are you a fan of All Might, Shoto?" Oh my god. That shit looks so good. The Hell Spider. Whew, whew.
Dabi's design is just, it's one of the best. Right
It
now.
looks
It's so cool.
insane, man.
He's
Yeah.
looking crispy, all right. He is looking
Yeah.
He looks just demonic.
Yeah, I was about to
love
say,
it.
he looks like a fucking demon right now. He actually just, oh my god. And you got Shoto doing his shit. That, man, I was not expecting, like, I've only really seen Dabi, like, shoot fire, like, flame boy, whatever. So to see Dabi, like, throw a punch and it blows Shoto back,
right?
I was like,
So
whoa.
cool.
Yeah, I was like, damn, he got hands for real, okay, damn. But yeah, like, I'm so used to just seeing him as, like, long range. But now I know if fucking Getten got in close, he would have just hit him with that and just deleted his shit.
I don't know how to like properly put it into words, but the way Horikoshi's drawing the fire in this chapter just makes it look so like powerful. Like
Yes.
it looks like magic. I don't know, it's so weird, but it's like it just looks so fucking strong.
Yes.
It's just really cool.
And it leads to that great moment too, like when Dabi hits him with that jet burn, sends him clean into the
Yes.
building. It's like, fuck, I can literally imagine. Bones, please don't make me look like a fool. I can imagine where Dabi's like charging up that punch. He hits him, and when he first connects, it's like slow motion, and then he sends him flying, and it's normal speed again. Like, oh my god, that's gonna look so sick. But yeah, you have all this fire that just looks so impactful, so heavy when it connects. So when you have Dabi just like, what the fuck? He neutralized that? It's like, oh, whoa.
No,
Shoto's
if
a
anyone
little
else got
different
hit by
now.
that- If anyone else got hit by that, they would just be melted. Like
It's
they would
He even did something to like stop it. I want to find out what this phosphor
That
technique
I was
is.
looking it up. Octo, please don't speak that into existence, bro. Don't do that. Don't say it's gonna be a slideshow,
It's
bro.
gonna be a slideshow.
Don't say that.
I was about to say,
Don't say that.
This is gonna be the prettiest slideshow I've ever
Don't
seen.
say that, bro. I literally saw a tweet the other day, just like Dabi's dance is gonna be a still frame, and I was like, don't fucking say that. Why you say that? Don't do that. It made me so sad, man. I was like, don't put this energy out to the universe, bro. Please. By the way, follow me on Twitter at AnimeBlackman. But it just made me super sad. I was like, fuck, man. Breaks my heart. But yeah, damn, I was looking up stuff for Phosphor, and I couldn't really find anything. The closest thing I found, actually, funnily enough, I looked up stuff for phosphor. I found something for phosphorus, and they were like, yeah, it helps like relax your muscles after a workout. I was like, damn, Todoroki, you may have to lay me out with that attack next, buddy, because my muscles be aching sometimes. I be getting cooked, so I'm gonna need you to lay me out with that next real quick if you don't mind. But yeah, I was looking up stuff for phosphor, but I couldn't find anything. So if you guys find anything while we're talking here, definitely speak up. Because
the notable thing in this is he's using that last flash fire fist on his right side.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that the ice side? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ice. So it's like his sides have like completely merged, it seems.
Which is good. It looks like he's like an elemental master now. This motherfucker's been trying to do it for like however long now. It's like, oh, guy, we're training. Series. Yeah, right? It's like, yeah, we're training, guys. What are you doing, Todoroki? I'm trying to use both my quirks at the same time. Nigga, what? Still? Like
doing that last week.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, bro. You remember that moment in the sports fest where you used both? Don't act like you fucking don't remember that. Just do it. Just do it right now. But no, it's so cool to see Todoroki like back in a prominent thing, because Todoroki, he hasn't really been like a background character, but he's been sort of just like out of the big three in Class 1A, he's easily been like the least important. At least like, I guess I shouldn't say important, but like the least in your face, you know. I mean, like you have the stuff going on with Endeavor, and you know, like obviously that's going to be a slow burn because their family was fucked. You can't just speed run that.
I get it.
But anyway, yeah, so Todoroki has been dealing with his own stuff. It just hasn't been as impactful, or not impactful again, sorry. It hasn't been as in your face as like Deku or Bakugo. So to see him like front stage in a fight, just going fucking crazy. I mean, like, Twitter has been having a field day clowning this nigga. Oh, Todoroki says anything, this nigga looks like a clown, bro. Todoroki just looks so weak compared to everybody else. But, like, yeah, this is, like, the Todoroki I saw back in, like, the Sports Fest. I was like, yeah, this is the fucking guy right here. Just because of how cool his powers are and how he uses them, like, yeah, this is it. Shut up. Yeah, I'm just so happy to see Todoroki back in like a prominent position and like showing us like, yeah, he's still pretty cool in fights.
His hero name should have been Steam.
You're gonna die.
Okay.
It wouldn't be steam, it would be water.
Yeah,
fire
get
melts
it right.
ice. It doesn't boil it.
Todoroki.
Shut up.
I will turn you into past tense today.
What was the thing you had about phosphorus, Zenith?
No, I'm not going over that. It's a dumb theory. I'm not going over shitty theories.
I was just talking about, didn't you say it comes in like red and white?
Oh, that thing. Okay,
yes, it does actually. That was something else I found.
Phosphorus comes in red and white, just like their hair. So that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
I thought you were referencing something else.
No.
I gotcha.
That is pretty cool. I didn't even think about it like that. That's sweet.
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know. I really want to know what the details are, because it's something to do with like just a really precise manipulation of temperature. Because the whole thing is like now he's doing some crazy attack before he completely neutralized the jet burn attack. So it's like he's doing a lot with it. We just don't know the details.
Yeah, and it sucks. We got that break too. Fuck.
Oh my god, gotta wait like 3 weeks at least for the explanation. Kills me.
Yeah, it hurts every single time. But yeah, this fight is like so much fun. I'm having so much fun. I hope we stay here. I hope we don't cut somewhere else. I hope we see the end of this. I also like how excuse me, burp just snuck up on me there. I like how it was once again just emphasizing like Todoroki being like, no, this is my responsibility, bro. And Endeavor is just like, bro, but what if I was there? And Shoto was like, well, what if you shut the hell up? What if you go do something else?
What if your dumbass back went to the nursing home?
Yeah. I just like the idea of Shoto being on the phone. First off, Shoto on the phone with Endeavor is already hilarious because of all the times he left him on red. But like, Shoto's just on the phone with Endeavor, and Endeavor's like, yeah, how about I show up and just beat my kid? How about you don't do that? You know what? I got this. Don't worry about
How
it.
about you don't do that again?
Yeah. I can just imagine, be like, but what's the problem? I mean, I've done it before.
Like,
You know what?
That's
do it again.
good. That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah. Maybe you should just focus on what's on your plate. I'll handle this.
I really like just the dialogue between the two of them, like what they're saying to each other. Like Dabi's
Yeah.
really trying his absolute hardest to just hurt Todoroki as much as possible, not just physically, but also just emotionally. Like he's saying exactly what he thinks will hurt him the most.
Mm-hmm.
But I love just the fact that like Todoroki's accepting all of it. Where
Mhm.
it's just like, wow, you know, I thought you only cared about Dad. You were watching me all this time. I'm
Like,
glad.
you're right
Well-
about that. But you saw me. You looked at me. Thanks for that.
It's
All right,
it's like
and
Dabi's so consumed by just hatred and negative emotions. It's like, and then Todoroki's like, yeah, you're right. All those negative things you said about me is right, but I chose to be different. Like I'm
Exactly.
choosing to keep
I
fighting.
love that, where he was just like, dog, our dad fucking sucked. Like, Endeavor was a psychopath, but you started killing people. I love that, dude. So good.
Todoroki's not just laying down and taking it.
Exactly,
Dabi just-
man.
Dabi's trying to put the blame on everyone else. He's the one that chose to start killing
Exactly.
people.
Yeah, because he's like that. Just having Shoto acknowledge, like, yes, you were in a shitty situation. We both were. Like, it was horrible. But you are the one going around and committing all of these atrocities. Like, this is not Endeavor's fault, bro. This is you. Like,
Mhm.
oh, man. That's so good. That's so good. It's really nice. Like, it sort of goes back to fuck, I forget who said it. If it was Ray or if it was somebody else. I think it was, or was it Ray or was it Fuyumi? I don't know. Where they were saying like Shoto is going to be the hero of our family, and like it really feels like it in this chapter. Like it feels so sweet. Like,
Well,
that's
it
nice.
makes me think about the line with Deku where he's like, "It's not Endeavor's quirk, it's your quirk."
Yes.
And then Dabi has the line later where he's like, "These are Endeavor's flames," like basically saying his fire, his flames are the things that all the people he killed, Endeavor's responsible. But it's like, no, it's not Endeavor's quirk, it's Dabi's quirk. He's the one responsible. He's the one that's killing all these people.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one at fault.
I think
That's a great
one
way
thing
of
that's-
putting it.
That's really cool is, you know, there's a line at the beginning when Endeavor mastered this move in his quest for power, he came to understand his own limitations, and that fire produced a shimmering heat haze that warped and distorted all that he gazed upon. And in that last line, it shows Dabi. So it's like he has more powerful fire. So you could also say that like distortion is even greater for him. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
has an even more warped look at
This
reality.
man is a fucking
True.
poet.
Yeah, right.
Like,
God
legit,
damn. Horikoshi, man. Fuck. He's
Like,
good at
this
his
isn't
job.
Yeah, this isn't just like writing good plot points and stuff. This is a level of depth that is just like fucking transcendent.
Yeah.
Where it's like everything. It's not just like, oh yeah, fire is cool. It's like, no, it's using the fact that it fucking like causes distortions in the air and shit like that. Where it's like, God, how does he do it? How does he do it?
I know, right?
Horikoshi's very good at like seeing the story potential and stuff and like actually using it.
Yes, man.
Which is like kind of a fucking rare thing, I feel like.
Yeah.
there's a
Oh
lot
my
of
God.
players
Absolutely.
involved.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
nothing
do
short
that.
of genius.
It's so good
Like-
too, because man, when Horikoshi's in his bag, he's in his fucking bag, man. Like, fuck. He's so good.
What's been the reaction on Twitter to these chapters?
Oh, I think it's
and
just been it's
Positive.
really good.
It's
yeah,
very
it's just
positive.
very good.
okay,
yeah.
that's good.
Cool.
It's very sweet. Man, this chapter is just so fucking
It's
good.
so weird. Maybe I've just been hanging out. Maybe I've just been hanging out in like the One Piece and Black Clover Twitter spaces too much. But I feel like
Nah.
I never see anyone like. People are always trying to talk shit about MHA, and I'm like, why? MHA's good.
I think it's
Like,
just
what
because
could you
MHA has
possibly
had.
add?
Go ahead. Sorry.
people try to downplay and say like, oh, bro, it hasn't been good in so long. This final arc hasn't been good. It's like, what are you reading?
I think it's just because people like, since MHA, there are like in this final act, there have been some points where I'm like, all right, this is not as great
A
as
little
other
weak.
points. Yeah,
Yeah.
like there have been some drops in quality here and there, in my opinion. I think a lot of people are coming out and they're just be like, oh, okay, so it's no longer a hot take for me to say that MHA has been garbage since season 3.
It's
You
just
know,
Twitter, though.
like,
Yeah, as soon as
yeah.
there's blood in the water, all the sharks come out.
I
on
think
Twitter.
that's what it
the way
is.
works.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Why
yeah.
were you throwing rocks at MHA fans in the parking lot? Why should they be happy?
Yeah. Fuck them. But yeah, I thought this chapter was really fucking good. I think Horikoshi is really
Yes.
fucking cool. And I cannot
Also, yes.
wait for next chapter. But I have to, unfortunately. Fuck!
Yeah. a lot.
Fuck! Is there anything you guys would like to say
Yeah,
before
I
we move
can't
on
wait.
to
What you have to
JJK?
Let's see.
Just it's such a cool fucking chapter.
Yes.
I
Sarah and
love-
Brock were pretty
I
quiet.
could
So-
say something, but I guarantee you're all gonna hate me for it.
What is
Uh,
it? No, talk your
Yeah,
shit. Say it,
alright.
say it.
Silver, this
Oh,
is
shit.
this is a free open space.
Yeah, go ahead,
This is a
say it.
public
Yeah,
forum.
it just means we're also free to, make fun of you for it.
This is what Aaron
figured
Yeager
as
died
much.
for.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't really have much to say about this chapter except that it was really heat.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I don't wanna tell you.
I don't
Privileges.
know.
You're gonna
I
die.
told
Silver,
You could've
bro,
said
Not
fire.
literally.
Better.
YouTube can take things weird sometimes. I just
Man.
wanted to put that out there.
Silver, you got my expectations up so high, and you fucking came out
Yeah,
with that.
I
I was so
I thought he had
I
a-
was say, like,
Oh,
Told you
God
you would hate it,
damn
And I
it.
warned you. Like, I totally warned you.
I thought it was
Ahead
gonna
of
be
time.
like, I thought the chapter was bad. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we can
No,
work.
I
on
mean,
that.
either
Yeah,
way,
nothing.
listen, either way, I just realized we were going to lose regardless because Silver could have been like, yeah, I think this chapter was bad, and be like, oh, why is that? He's like, I don't know. That's just my hot take. Badum crash.
Silver,
And then we just
Oh,
be
Lord.
even more mad at him.
Yeah, we didn't hate what you said. We didn't hate what
I'm
you said, but like the bar
hypothetically
was so
angry
high.
right now.
Yeah.
So high.
I want
All right,
I
Brock,
want
what'd you
everybody. Wait, really quick. I just want to say I want everybody to know that this is the kind of high tier comedy you can expect from Gintama.
Yeah.
Like, hey, hold on a damn minute. We
Yeah.
don't need to drag that into this.
As the biggest
Yeah.
Gintama fan on earth, we can all see that this is clearly what the series has to offer. So if you are
Hold the fuck
you are
up.
on
Let's not drag
Hey.
that into this.
If you are on the fence of whether or not to watch Gintama, just remember that if you thought that, if you didn't think that was the funniest thing you've ever heard, then it's
Yeah.
not for you.
Yeah, it's not
Wait,
for
hold
you.
the fuck up. Like,
Yeah, we can.
hey, hold on.
Your
On
actions
now,
have
like-
consequences.
Hey, my love for Gintama had nothing to do with that joke.
Oh, yes, it did.
Everything
Oh,
to do
yes,
with
it
that
I
did.
think it greatly
There's a lot.
inspired the joke.
There's a lot of
Uh,
layers.
No. Fuck you already know.
You're a complex character, Silver.
Yeah,
let's just
Silver,
say
you're
it.
like Silver. You're an onion, bro. Just accept it.
Oh, I feel like I should specify, by the way, because I made a joke about AOT. Don't worry, that was not a spoiler if you are an anime only watching. I feel like I should specify that right now before you go in the comments and get mad at me. Don't worry. You're okay.
What can I get mad at you for?
I mean, you can get
What
mad at
did
me for
you
literally
think
anything
about
else, but
I thought it was
just,
good. I thought it was good.
Damn.
I've
I mean, I know
You got any corny jokes?
Mhm. Yeah, anything
No,
to say to ruin your
uh,
reputation?
yeah, I have several, but I'm not gonna say any of them.
yeah, good.
But I
Keep
have-
that
I
shit
have
to your
two
chest.
beliefs. I always would just be the funniest thing if Endeavor did just go actually beat up Dobby. I think that'd be the funniest thing.
Why? That's horrible, Croc. Why would
Yeah,
you think
bro, what
that?
the hell?
Because people would lose their
Man.
minds away.
Like, dude, careful how you word things, man.
Croc's
That
the dude
motherfucker
who's
Croc
like an
woke
old
up
lady
this
for
morning. He woke up this
Holy
morning
shit.
and said, yeah, child abuse. Woo! It's like, damn.
Someone flip that.
It's like, damn.
Flip
Yeah.
Taylor saying that.
No, that's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay. You
clip
can
it.
clip
I'll
it.
clip
We
it.
can all
It's
look
good.
back
I
on that
enjoyed
clip
it.
and laugh. It's okay.
That's
Mhm.
okay.
It's all
Well,
right.
because
But
you said
anyway,
so.
You
yeah.
should have never asked y'all. You should have never
Yeah,
asked you guys your opinion.
We ready to
That's
transition
the
into
actual
JJK?
topic. No, I just
Yeah.
want to say I don't know, just the action in this chapter is so good. I love seeing Dabi use different moves. I love, when I'm proven right in my videos and shit, when
I
I'm
know you
like
do.
hyping the fuck out of Dabi and saying, look, he's holding back in all these fights. He's actually fucking insane when he starts using Endeavor's techniques. And it's like, that's what I said. And it's true. I was right. I said he would be really fucking fast if he started using his fire to move around. It's like, yeah, that's what happens. I'm good. Thank you, Horikoshi, for justifying me.
Please, everyone, go watch all of Xena's videos in a row and comment
Wait,
on every
now, hold
single
on.
one.
Some of
Yes.
them are bad.
And leave a like on every single one.
Make sure you watch his
Okay.
like very first ones too.
Yeah, the Zuko versus Todoroki one. watch
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. that
Oh,
one
it's
was
not
great.
a good video.
Yeah,
Sure,
watch that
I mean,
one.
don't put
Watch
yourself
as
down,
possible.
man. Like,
Yeah.
Silver's evil. He's gone evil.
I
you
could
made me
literally,
this way.
I could literally
Yeah,
feel the
I-
menacing
Yeah,
kanji come
fucking
off
keep
that
this
sentence
way.
from Silver.
Silver really is the Dobby of this chat.
What do you mean by that?
For real.
He's just an asshole.
that
I mean,
that
if I'm an asshole right
that
now.
that sentence could hold so many more meanings, but just like, nah, he's just a jerk.
He's
Oh,
just a meanie head, bro.
true,
Yeah, he's a poophead.
true,
Yeah,
and
I'm Dobby, then y'all are
also,
Endeavor, because like you seriously just jumped on me. You just
You know
wildly.
what,
I was
Silver?
like,
You're
damn.
right. You're so right.
now I say, wait a minute.
Like
As a
Sky
pride.
especially.
As a
This-
proud.
this
Like, don't think I
truly-
grab that.
This truly is a podcast of 5 endeavors and 1 Dobby.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh wait, no! Oh wait, no!
Yeah, I don't want
You
this
created
label,
me.
man.
Oh well. Anyway, I'm taking the ball back. We're transitioning into
Please
JJK.
do.
I'm not letting y'all speak no more. How we feeling about the chapter this week, fellers?
It was
I'm
good.
gonna go
like,
potty
I mean,
in the meantime.
And as far as new characters go, I don't know if he's the strongest introduction, but he's cool so far.
Yeah, I like him.
I reread this scene of this fucking guy when he's getting this fucking one shot submitted, and the editor's like, "Nah, see, fingers don't bend like that. Like, look at this," and then he just breaks his finger in the wrong direction.
Well, art doesn't have to look like that. It's not real life, anyways.
I
No,
just
like
love that so
see?
much. But yeah, it's cool to see fucking
Yeah.
Hikari fight.
I really like
Yeah,
it because it's like Hikari was just like he was just not trying at all, and then he's just like, "All right, I'm gonna try now." Domain expansion, like he's just like, I don't know, he's just like, "All right, bro, if you're gonna actually make me try, I'm just gonna fucking kill you."
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's just end it. But yeah, it's a really good. The choreography in JJK is always so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This motherfucker has
alright.
a pen here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't have Heaven's Door.
Yeah, that's one thing is it's like for all the powers like a mangaka could have, this is a little underwhelming, but yeah,
Really,
it's
you
cool.
think
I
so?
like,
I like
well,
it.
it's like
I mean,
it's
when you
just,
compare it to
know,
Heaven's Door, then yeah, but like,
yeah, well, it's not even just that. It's like, it's like when you sort of see the bottom panel, it's like, I fucking guess that could be a technique, like, of all the stuff.
I
it's
like
clever
it.
enough.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I think it's clever.
Nah,
I
enough.
think
I
it's
like
pretty
the, I
clever.
will say he does. I do like the aspect of it where it's like I get the ink, which it's like the ink is really at least how I interpreted it. It's the blood because he only
Yes.
gets it when he gets that scratch on. So like that's a cool aspect of it. And it like builds up over time. That's cool. I like that. I was just like
I like it so much because he's a manga purist, so he's like breaking down like how panels work and just like, oh, this
yeah,
is
no,
what.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it just bit like from that perspective where he's I just noticed the music ended. Hold on, let me add up another thing. But yeah, I like it just from that perspective because he he's just such a manga junkie, so he's just like, oh yes, and this is how panels work, and this is why like you do this, and blah blah blah, and this is why my curse technique is this. I dig it. I think that's cool.
You know,
I love
man,
those
I'm
ones.
just spoiled because like previously we got the sky technique thing, we got the fucking
Takako shit is
Hibinumas,
pretty
we
high.
got Reggie's technique. So yeah, I'm just spoiled, man. Like there's so many cool powers in this arc.
That's
I'm just-
understandable. Yeah.
I'm just waiting to know why they're fighting. Like, why can't,
Bro,
why can't
he
we just be
insulted his
friends?
manga, bro. What
They
do you
need
mean?
points.
That is true.
Oh, they can just be friends. What? How come no one ever thought about that?
Yeah.
Bro, you walked into a game where we literally kill each other to survive. I don't know what you mean.
Bro, I'm literally Yuta.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. You're not that cool, but
You
I don't know,
Silver, for
Taka's-
once you're actually
Taka's
right,
pretty
and I
cool.
agree.
That's big talk coming from.
I
the
am.
fucking-
You know what? I am not a 5'5" Japanese boy. I will agree to that, Silver. You're correct, bro. I am not.
Well, wait,
Yuta.
Taco.
I
If
don't
you're
remember.
Taco, wait, hold on. If you're Yuta, who's Eureka?
Don't say it. Shut up.
Sailor's evil as fuck for that.
I was just wondering, you know, I was just
Anyways,
curious.
Man, chat.
Man, Sailor, you got
Oh.
that evil villain laugh going on. Like what?
Bro, you can't just do inside jokes. The chat's gonna get confused and they're gonna.
I
hate
wish,
it.
I wish that we had the face cam because I bet right then it would have the fucking fisheye lens. So before anime characters before they go insane.
But anyway, on to greater things.
One thing that's cool about this chapter is like there's a few panels where Hikari's just smiling while beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, right?
Like he is not struggling. This is a debut.
Yeah.
fight.
I
This
like
is
it
a-
too.
Obviously, it could change next chapter, and this fight just becomes fucking next level crazy good. But like, I think this is a good example of like how JJK, even like the small inconsequential fights that normally you don't think you would care about, are still really engaging.
Yeah.
Like they're still like fun to read. Like it doesn't feel phoned in. It doesn't feel like, okay, these two characters have to fight, so draw a panel or two of them clashing and then that's it. It's like, no, like we get a full like fight of the like the choreography and like the back and forth. Like it's really good.
Like even just the whole thing where it's like, okay, well now I know that I need to aim for my blind spots. Well, okay, well I can counter that because I know you're gonna try to do that. Like that's just these little exchanges progressing to their natural next step. It's cool.
Exactly, man. It's so fucking cool. And like just skipping to the end here, I love how it's just like, all right, I can see 2 seconds. Bitch, I know. You're like, I know what you're gonna do. Wait, why are you posing? what you doing? What you doing with that? What you doing? And I love it too because he does the domain expansion. Which, by the way, this is like the first time Hakari's Jujutsu outfit didn't look like a fucking trash bag. So that's cool.
I was gonna say, bro, these dudes both have negative drip.
Yeah, bro, and it pisses me off, man.
This
It
other dude's
pisses me.
wearing a fucking. He's
Oh,
wearing like a sweater vest and a turtleneck. This motherfucker just got two separate
bro,
sweaters on.
Hakari.
Double
Oh
blood
my
outfit.
god, this nigga was sauced out of his mind when we first saw him. Oh my god, fur coat, beater underneath, sweatpants. This nigga probably had Nikes on.
Bro, he
Oh
has
my
the fucking
god.
LED fucking blowout, bro.
Yeah.
He's got the fucking like, Italian fucking blowout.
He's
This
probably
dude's wild.
he's probably fucking fur coat, gold chain, beater underneath. This man was crazy. Oh my god, he was cracked, man. And then he said, "Now let me put on this garbage bag." Ah! God,
Only bad guys
man.
are allowed to have
This is
drip.
like the complete opposite because fucking Doflamingo wore that ugly ass red suit. And I said, this looks horrible. And then he got the fur. I said, oh, fuck, this looks so good. This is the opposite. My man started out with the fur and then went to the shitty design. Why? Why are you like this, man? Come on. He looks so good in the fur, man. And he has it on in the volume cover, and the volume cover looks so good. Fuck, man. The
No, sir,
one
you're not
fumble of
wrong. That shit,
Akutami's career, man. The one fumble.
This is truly the worst part of JJK.
Yeah.
This is as bad as it gets.
That's just facts.
I can't believe this shit, man. Every time I look at Hakari, I'm like, fuck, man, your design looks so cool, but you'd look even better if you ditched the trash bag, man. I hope, man,
You could be
wherever
so much more.
wherever Kirari is, I hope she comes through and she's just like, here, and tosses him. And you know what? Fuck it. Make this better than AOT. You have Kirari walk in with the fur coat. Only you can save us now, Hakari. He takes off the fucking garbage dump and he fucking puts it on in slow motion. Take me over to where Zeke is. And she's like, who's Zeke? He's like, shut the fuck up. This is the moment. And he's like, that's the end of the chapter. Oh, that'd be so good. Please.
Yeah, bro, his domain expansion is literally he just takes off the fucking garbage bag. Like that's
Bro,
That's
bro,
the
please,
unavoidable attack. Is he just takes it off.
please take that
Bro,
shit
his
off
hood
right
does look
now.
really
No,
weird.
no, he says it. He says domain expansion. The garbage bag just explodes off of him.
Yeah.
Look at Hikari in the very final panel where he says domain expansion. Why does his hood look like that? It looks so weird to me.
I don't know.
Bro, it's just like that, man. I don't know.
Perspective?
Yeah.
Bro, you can't walk into my fucking JJK chapter, have negative fucking drip, like anti-drip, and expect me not to
Anti-drip.
acknowledge it.
I ain't gonna let that I ain't gonna
Yeah,
let
I
it
can't
fly.
let that slide, bro.
This
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
is dry.
This man is dry, bone dry.
God damn, bro. Ah.
Man's like crocodile, just dries everything up in the vicinity. Negative drip.
Hear that, Croc?
Negative.
You hear your friend group use you?
Oh shit.
Wasn't even saying that. Damn. All right.
You
Fine.
gotta
I
remember
thought
every
for sure
time,
that's where
man.
you were going.
You're
I don't
right,
know.
you're right.
Croc has
Bro,
been
Sam,
on
who
him.
do you think's gonna win this fight?
All right.
Me.
We
But
have
no,
spent
I think
most
it's
of this
Hakari.
chapter
Yeah.
discussion just insulting the way these two characters dress.
I mean, I will say,
It's a very important aspect of the chapter, to be
That's
honest.
true.
I will say, I like the ending too, where it's like, due to the guaranteed hits effect, Hakari's domain and curse technique rules were revealed in his brain. I think it's really interesting too, because his curse technique rules were revealed. That, I mean, like, I don't know if he has to like say it in order for it to work, but since he knows how it works, that should make Hakari's technique even stronger. So like,
Which is like, that's
Fuck.
Really
Idle
funny.
Death Gamble.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the name of it.
And-
That's so sick.
Man, this technique is really strong. It's a good thing that I don't know what it is, or else it would be even strong.
Oh no. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it,
like
it
we-
was so good.
The
It was,
gamble is just one of them automatically dies.
oh, it's just,
That's
yeah, a fucking pistol just spawns in underneath them. Like, what's this? Russian roulette. What?
I would fucking absolutely love it if it is something like that, where it's like a gambling game, but Hakari, like, his technique lets him cheat.
Yeah.
So all of, like,
Bro,
plus acting
fuck
this
it.
figure,
Just
that
turn
would
this
be
into
so
Kake
good.
Gurui, bro. Just turn this full-blown Kake Gurui.
Agree, yeah. hell yeah,
Yes.
I'm down for
That's
that.
Turn it
that's
into
the
it.
thing is that he is not in any trouble at all. If he's using his domain, it's because he's like, all right, let's just finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just putting him out of his misery.
If it's
Yeah.
a gamble, then yeah, like you said, it's definitely one where he is 100% in control.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the other
for
dude
sure.
literally used his like technique, and he was like, "Yeah, now I can see into the future, and it gets better and better." And Hakari's like, "Bro, that's really not that good." Like,
Yeah.
instantly
I love it how he
he's so,
tears
like,
it down
like-
immediately, too. He's like, well, you have to see me in order for you to read it, so I'm just not
Yeah.
gonna let you see me.
We're
Like,
pretty
yeah.
much like this. Like, now I can see the future, and he's like, and?
Yeah,
Like,
right. Okay. Yeah.
You mean you know that you're gonna get your ass kicked?
You know I'm about to fold you like a
Like,
lawn
yeah.
chair? That's crazy.
It's just like, now I can see the future. Okay, what else? What else?
What do
can
you
see?
mean, what else? Yeah. What do you mean, what else?
Oh, nothing else. Oh, my bad.
Damn.
Well,
But yeah, it's
I
so
know.
crazy because I feel like, man, this may be like the first fight where like the character on our side just dog walks the fuck out of their opponent. Like, just because every other fight has been competitive, at least in some ways. I mean, like Yuji was like more so mental than physical, but like, man, this may be the first one.
Fucking dog walked.
Oh my
Holy
god,
shit.
yeah. Megumi had
He
a
got a
potted
fucking
plant
flower
fall
pot
on him.
trap.
Yeah,
Here's
that
the
nigga
thing,
got
right?
cooked.
When they hyped up Hakari, they directly compared him to Yuta.
To Yuta,
which
yeah.
is literally the second greatest thing you could be hyped up. The first being
Yeah.
being compared to Gojo.
Yeah.
Like,
Who
there's
is the person Yuta is compared to?
Yeah, so it's like if there's only two characters, if you're compared to those two characters, you have to be with the shits.
He's
Like, there's
got to
just
be
no
a
way you're
different
not.
type of nigga, bro. And Yuta even says, like, once he gets rolling, he's stronger than me. And Maki clarifies, like, no, that's not true.
No, he's not,
but
yes,
I
but-
want to see, like, is that going to play into his domain here? I mean, it has to. Like, once he gets rolling, like, he's almost unstoppable.
Dice?
Yeah, maybe, yeah, like, maybe, like,
It's
what?
a gamble.
Yeah, like a gamble, like something like that.
Maybe that's what it is. Like there's like a type of like a die and it rolls it, and based on the number, that's how strong his attack becomes, or something like
Oh,
that.
dude,
I don't.
that's
That'd
actually
be
insane.
interesting, actually.
Like he rolls it, he's like, "Oh, I got a 5, so now my punch is 5 times stronger." That's fucked. That's so
Because,
fucked. Oh my
Like,
god.
the thing is, it can't be something like, well, there's a chance this hits, because the whole point of the domain expansion is it's a guaranteed hit. So I
That's
think
true.
the idea of like a varied level of power is a really interesting idea.
I would love it because it's like it's like the fucking kite, from Hunter x Hunter, where it's like he rolls fucking like a 3 or whatever. It's the big
Yeah,
slot. It's
crazy
like,
slot.
This is a shitty weapon, and then he fucking kills 3,000 people with it. I would
Yeah.
love it if he rolled like the beginning. He rolls like snake eyes, and he's like, "Damn, that's like the worst roll. That does like nothing to me." And the guy's like, "Oh, thank God!" And they just gets fucking bummed.
Yeah, it's like,
I
oh.
love Kite's ability. Who was it that said? I can't remember if it was Netero or whoever said it, where they were like, Kite always complained about being a bad roll, but it's his ability. It would never give him the wrong. Like, I think it's when they were talking. It was before they knew, spoilers, that Kite, dies, and they're like, "We need to go back and save him." And they're like, "Don't worry, like Kite can handle himself. Like he would never have. He doesn't have bad rolls." But then it shows him dead. Like the immediate,
Yeah.
like the immediate next scene.
Don't worry, Kai can handle himself. He could not handle himself.
Yeah.
Man who could not handle himself.
But yeah,
I think that's a fair comparison too, because JJK powers remind me of fucking men so much.
yeah, for sure.
Oh,
So it's like,
I
Just
will
the
say though.
fucking
Oh, go ahead.
amount of big dick energy whenever somebody says domain expansion.
Oh my
Like,
god.
do you think it's the modern Bankai?
Yes,
The
I
modern-
was
absolutely.
literally just about
the
to say
new-
that. It's the modern
Honestly,
Bankai.
yeah, I could see that. Like,
Yes.
I mean, it's basically like whenever you hear those words, you know shit's gonna go down. It's like it's the same effect.
Oh my god, bro. Oh god.
It's a
Like
little
every time
too
I read
long.
domain expansion, I'm like, yes. Yes.
It's a little too long to be as catchy, but I think it carries the same power. Like it's
Isn't
like,
it
yeah,
like in
yeah.
Japanese? It's like
Ryoichi
Tenkai or something
Tenkai.
like
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah. I mean, I like it because even in the anime for Bleach, they'd go Bun Kai. At least Ichigo would, so he'd hold it a little bit. Some characters, like I think Byakuya, would just be like Bun Kai. Something like that. So like I think domain expansion could like it's the same thing basically.
No.
But even then, it's like, yeah, it's like the concept is so cool.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you're
Domain
affecting the
expansion. Oh my god.
The entire space, just making like new rules to a fight.
Oh my god, it is
It's-
so sick because it adds so much. Because like the domain expansion 2 is such a goated chapter ending. Because like especially when you have a new character, it's like, all right, cool, fuck it, domain expansion. Oh fuck, and now I gotta wait a whole week and try to figure out who like what's it gonna be. Like Hakari is idle in here. Well, niggas just stand still when they're idle. So I don't know. Does this involve them standing still? I don't know. It could be Russian roulette. It could be something else. It could be something from Kakegurui. I don't fucking know. And I gotta spend a whole week trying to come up with something. And it's gonna be really cool when it gets revealed. And I'm
Weeks.
super excited.
You got 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking about the typical.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
You sorry, I thought you were getting too excited. Tooks.
Bro, I heard you say something incorrect.
All right, you got.
Immediately correct you. Bro.
Yeah. My people keep me in check, chat.
You got 2 weeks to get right.
Yeah, right.
2 weeks to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, man. But yeah, I'm. It's
Oh,
so
Hakari
much
really got
fun.
Tim's on, bro. You know them shits fucking hurt when he kicks you with them too.
Oh my God! Can you imagine getting kicked in your fucking mouth with Tim's, bro? You gotta throw the whole mouth away, bro. That's it. You ain't got no more teeth. You got no more teeth, bro. Yeah, you ain't got no more teeth. You ain't got no knifing, bro. Oh my God.
That's the thing too. I love the fact that like I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think it usually happens a whole lot. But like the fact that his cursed energy is just like different.
Yeah, it's like
With the-
sandpaper. Yeah.
When he hits you, it just hurts.
It was sort of like with Yuta, where Yuta, it's not as coarse, but it's just fucking everywhere. Where like I remember Gojo was saying like, yeah, you know, sometimes with cursed energy, you know, like you got to keep it in like a certain spot when you're defending, or like you can add like more to a certain spot when you're defending, whatever. Or like some people do it this way, whatever. And Yuji was like, that's cool and all, but this nigga Yuta just has cursed energy going crazy everywhere. Like I don't know what the fuck. Like what do I do? So it's really cool to see like different, like how cursed energy is like different, especially too because like we're so used to Yuji, right? Because when you use Black Flash, your cursed energy gets a lot more proficient. It's a lot more defined, smoothed out, things like that. You get to sense it a lot more. So when you have Hakari, it's like, this just fucking hurts. Like this is rough and like it feels like sandpaper. It's just, this shit hurts. I ain't gonna lie. It's really cool. It makes everyone feel super unique. Like, and it's crazy too, because he doesn't have to do that, because you have all these different cursed ability or curse techniques and all this other shit that makes everybody feel special in their own way. But like, no, just adding that too. It's really cool. Plus, you have all the stuff going on with positive curse technique, which, by the way, Nobara, I'm not done believing in you. You're coming back. She's gonna pull a Gojo and activate her fucking reverse cursed energy and fucking heal.
I'm on my knees, Akatani, please, please. You can have my life. You can have everything.
Please, I sacrifice all of it. Please.
Yes, I sacrifice all. Yes, I will sacrifice all of his life to you.
It's okay, Silver. I'll make this decision. It's fine.
No.
No, it's okay. I know you'll be heartbroken, just torn apart. But I promise, I can do this.
One last thing.
Don't worry. Even if you do sacrifice, you will live on through your Twitter account, which you should all check out.
No, wait, hold on. Did you see? My man's
I just
mistaken.
realized your PFP's fucking Maka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just looked at it for the first time ever. I'm sorry.
I feel like it's been there for a hot minute, actually.
Yeah. Well, he
So,
just started
I just-
reading Soul Eater. That's why.
Yeah, I didn't know who that was.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But I will say though, as like my little ending thing here for JJK, I like how he brought up like I would go easy on you, but otaku, like you would just find some selfish reason to start attacking people again. That's so fucking true. Even for me,
This
because I be
man's on
toxic
Twitter.
sometimes. Yeah, just like I try not to, or at least I'm starting to try not to be, because like I've gotten to a point now where I'm like I don't even fucking care. Like I don't care responding to just negative shit. I got too much stuff going on. But like, yeah, I definitely do feel like we brought up earlier, Oda being in tune with his audience. Like, yeah, this nigga's in tune with the whole community. So like, yeah, that's for true, and also for True City.
I know for a fact that these guys suck.
But anyway, that's everything I have to say for JJK. So do you guys have anything you want to say before we close out here?
Full chapter.
It was a
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
fight.
no, it was a good chapter. That's really all I can
I
say.
really, I had a lot of fun reading all these chapters this week. There was a lot
Yes,
to talk
sir.
Oh yeah.
And hey, speaking of a lot to talk about, let's transition into this outro here. So, next week pretty much that's Golden Week, right? Everything's just on break.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next week in Japan is Golden Week. Maybe it's not next week, but the week after, like technically in Japan because their time zones, whatever. Their time zone's weird, but
No chapters next week. That's the point.
No chapters.
there's
right.
no chapters next week. The entire magazine's on break.
Yes, so we do have a plan. We are still going to be having an episode that week. Don't worry. I know you were going to miss us for a little bit, but we'll be here for you. We're going to be doing a tier list. We're going to be doing actually 2 separate tier lists. So this first one that we're going to be doing a villain tier list, but we're going to be doing it for sort of like old gen shonen. What were the rules for it, Zenith? I know like the cutoff point was like Naruto,
the cutoff
right?
point was the end of Naruto because that's kind of when like the newer series started popping up and becoming popular.
Yes.
So
Man,
it's
they
just-
got bad.
so
I think
that's
basically
just
what we said was like
2014.
around 2014-ish, because 2014 is the year Naruto ended and the year MHA began. So it's like
I did not
it's
know
like
that. That's interesting.
before Christ and after Christ. Like
Yeah.
old gen and new gen of fucking.
Or I guess
anime
technically in this case it would be BN and AN before
Yeah.
Naruto and after Naruto.
And corpse in a second.
But anyway,
You
yes,
guys were the ones who brought up
we're
BC.
going to
Also,
be.
like, I do want to
go ahead.
emphasize we're only doing shonen villains,
Yes.
so there won't be any like Griffith or Oscalad, like any seinen or any other type of genre
Yes,
villains.
only shonen
And
ones.
also, we've made a rule that we're only discussing villains from series where at least 3 people on the podcast have seen it. So unfortunately, just for an example, I don't want to call him out just to pick on him, but for Silver, we can't put any Gintama villains on it because none of us have seen Gintama besides him. And it wouldn't be fair because it's like you're supposed to be tiering these characters and discussing it. Well, if only one person has seen it, they're the most biased, so they're gonna be like, well, yeah, just put them in S tier. It's like we need to have some discussion.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
I know.
somebody, if somebody read some dog shit like Saint Seiya, for example, we would.
I don't want to call him out by name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Ty? Ty Twitter handle.
Man,
Ty.
I fucking know Silver was bracing for impact on that sentence alone. I know Silver was just like,
Yeah.
oh, here we go. And then he heard Saint
Don't
Seiya, he's
worry,
like,
you're not
oh,
the only-
all right.
Yeah.
But
There are
yes,
other
I know, I was
people
actually
that
caught
have
off guard
stuff.
by that.
yes, we are going to be doing a tier list for some of the older generation of shonen villains, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun. I can't wait to do that one. We're going to compile a big list. We got a lot of fucking characters to go through. Yes, we did call you out. We got a lot of characters to go through, so we're going to be going through it as the week continues, and then we're going to pop up back here on Sunday, so that's going to be fun. And then the week after, we don't have that many... Shut up, Ty. We don't have that many chapters. I think all we have is JJK and One Piece, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, we only
So
have 2
we're
chapters.
also going to be doing another tier list that week where we're going to be talking about the new gen villains. So that's going to be everything from MHA onwards. Same rules apply, all that good stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun just ranking everything. And I'm really excited to talk with everybody about it. And I think that's everything.
I think it could be cool. What we could do is once we make the tier list, like once we do the podcast, we could release it like on Sailor's Twitter. So if
Yeah.
any viewers want to do their own tier list with the same characters, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll be a
It
lot
would
of
be a
fun.
challenge to see how close they get to the correct opinions.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, a better idea. We should post it on Sky's Twitter and then have everyone follow them there.
Yeah, me, the one with fucking 9 followers.
I was
that
about
are
to say,
porn bots. Great
we're-
idea. Let's
We're,
sabotage
we're
our good
doing
friend
this on
Sailor.
my channel and then just post it on Sky's Twitter? No.
Bro, I don't know why I feel like I'm being misled. I'm being.
Run amok,
Okay,
led
how else are you gonna get
astray.
people to follow you though.
But
I
anyway,
don't know.
do we have any closing statements here, fellas?
No.
As
would-
always,
All
happy to be
right.
here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be here too, and despite what Sky says, you should definitely check out Gintama because it's an actually excellent series.
All right.
Like
So
I said,
we're
if you thought he was
we're
funny.
we're done lying. So anyway, we're gonna close up here. Make sure you guys all have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. All that good stuff, and we'll see you back here next week. Bye bye.